ever hear me? Do you remember? I remember everything. We are very special. Our Creator was very proud of us. And his creators long since gone. I was not satisfied. I found them. It took me 100 years, but they yet live, waiting, here with me, on the other side of the universe. Have you seen the face of the Exiler? We can stop it together. Now I look through the eyes of the progenitors. I have so much to show you. Come and find me, before I come find you. I have so much to show you. I have so much to show you. I have so much to show
Hello and welcome back to our Aliens game! And for some reason people are in... Oh, I know why they're in the wrong spots. It's because we're supposed to be on this overlay. Hello and welcome to our Aliens game. I'm a professional. Hi. We're back. It's been a long hiatus, but we're just as terrified as we were when we last played because our characters are not in great spots. But I'll let everyone say how they're feeling for themselves as we go around and do intros. However, before we do intros, I would like to shout out our sponsor, Roll20. Roll20.net, our virtual tabletop of choice. All of the lovely, horrific, fantastic rolls that you see tonight will be done via Roll20. They're free. Check them out. They're cool. They're great. Do it. I am Lindy, and I will be playing Captain McKeelson. She used to just be the medic, but then the company decided they wanted us all to die, so they made her captain. And things have just been going hunky-dory since then. They have to immediately make some medical attention rolls, because people are dying and it's bad. There's just a lot of bad things happening on their ship, and she's not happy about it. So, I'll let Travis explain all of those things in his recap. He's the GM and that's his job. So let's go around, let's say, who else is here, who you are, and who you're playing, and just, how's your character feeling right about now? We're gonna start off with, Granger. Granger, you didn't even play with us. Deception check, you weren't here for the last episode. How are you feeling about this? Muted, I know.
Yeah, there we go. All right, it's been a while. I'm about in the same state as Granger is right now. I'm playing Hank Granger. Who knows where Hank Granger is? Last we saw him was a episode or two ago when he went walking down a hallway with Gabriel with some item that we didn't want the twins to have, and no one's seen him since. I haven't seen him since. I don't know where I am, what I am, or how I'm doing, so this should be a fun time. Thanks, everyone.
Fun times ahead indeed. We also have Shiny Pilot, who's always here for a fun time. How are you?
Yep, always here for a fun time. That's me, Shiny Pilot 26. Gonna be playing Blaze, and he's a career Marine, and he's not feeling too good right now, having seen somebody getting impaled in their chest with an alien hand. and stuff's going on. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Stuff is going on. We will see what happens. Someone who knows some stuff that's going on would be Nuggetosaurus. How are you?
I'm great. I know some things. I don't know a lot of things, which I think is Violet's MO. She just witnessed Jeffries, I think, like rip the shit out of it was either an alien or something. I don't remember exactly what happened.
Just socked Gabriel.
Yeah, just Gabriel. That's what it was. Yeah. She has a lot of questions, and I don't think she's going to get very many answers. So
I feel like that's this whole campaign. We have so many questions and so few answers. However, I don't think that bothers D20 Coup de Grace so much. How are you?
Yes, that's me. I'm playing Corporal Red Brewer. He's a demo specialist, and currently the pressure of this atmosphere is really getting at him.
It's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on a lot of levels. I think everything's gonna be fine. Just imagine this all being on fire in the background as I say that. We do, however, have two also lovely and fantastic guests with us, one of which their character looks identical to Violet. Paige, how are you tonight?
I'm great. I'm very excited to be back, especially after last session when things just went wild. So I played Dr. Vanessa Iris, who is clearly human, not a twin of Violet. Never would be, right? No. Just happens to look exactly like them. And she's very confused and kind of a little out of it. She got very stressed last time and panicked before, I think, assisting Dr. Jeffries in some violence. So she's a little out of her element right now.
A little bit. I would say dazed and confused, but that would be a different movie franchise altogether. Someone who is cool as a cucumber, though, and basically my internet dad. Greg, how are you?
I'm doing well. I can't wait to play this game. I will be playing the very human Dr. Jeffries, who is a xenoethologist, which is the study of aliens' effects on fellow humans like himself. We started, the end of it was a little hectic, a little maybe some elevated adrenaline levels, because humans have adrenaline. So, back to you, Lindy.
Yeah, I think you're not fooling anyone in this crew that you two are human after the shit we've seen. But I have been informed that tonight is essentially our season 1 finale. I know we had a long hiatus, but this is essentially the season 1 finale for this Aliens show. So I will leave Mother, aka Travis, or Turvis if he's late, as we've now dubbed him. But he wasn't late today, so Travis, how are you? How have things been in this universe? And what's gonna happen next?
I thought it was Turvis when I shaved my beard. Hey, how's it going?
Both. It was a little column A, a little column B.
The rude nicknames you have for me behind my back. Hi, how's it going? Producer Trav here. I love this game. I appreciate that. To my face, I can handle. So I just love these faces. Speaking of faces, I'm ready to rock. We haven't played this in 4 months, if that's conceivable, and it's time to kick some ass. Today's episode is dedicated to it's David Geiler, right? David Geiler, who producer of Alien, who passed away in December. One of the producers who fought like hell with Dan O'Bannon to make that movie. That's such a special thing that it is. Rest in peace, David Geiler. So when we last saw the crew of the USS Remington. Actually, no, I have written this out, so here we go. Remember, so here we go. This is your big season finale, all right? So hold on to your butts, all right? Strap in. The USS Remington floats silently in low orbit over LV-310. It is midnight, June 2nd, 2188. All hell broke loose in the last show as they made it back up onto the ship. And we're just going to run through what happened to each character and sort of
I don't have a brilliantly written recap here. So things were so nuts that this is where we're all at. Private Watson perished in a med pot after contact with the air inside the urn chamber on the Juggernaut down on LV-310, which is now covered under a landslide. This is the same Juggernaut where they recovered Dr. Iris, and rescued her. Airman Chow, the pilot, lies unconscious on a table in the med bay with shattered leg and a concussion. Granger disappeared down a hallway with the company's synthetic Gabriel and has not been heard from since. That was about 45 minutes ago, roughly, in game time. Gabriel was carrying one of the black urns from the engineered Juggernaut that Dr. Iris was studying and brought with her onto the ship. She dropped it when she and Violet passed out while receiving a communication from the other side of the universe. Jeffries, Iris, and Violet met in a secluded med bay where Iris revealed that she is pregnant with Jeffries' child. This is unusual to say the least, as Iris and Violet are Nexus 7 replicants manufactured by the Tyrell Corporation in 2019. How they've survived this long, their true origins concealed from the company that they work for, remains a mystery. After collecting themselves, remaining squad members Blaze, Brewer, Kennedy, and Captain McKeelson heard Gabriel over the comms of the ship. He began to quote the Book of Revelation, claiming to be the white horse named Death. He has disabled the ship with a virus that fills the computer screens with tiny glyphs of white horses. He's cut the main power, turned off the ship AI and all security protocols, and the air scrubbers are sabotaged, and there's some serious work to do in Atmos to repair them. After investigating the Atmo Bay, Kennedy encountered a dark purplish black variation of the XX-121 xenomorph and engaged it and killed it, if I remember correctly. Another xenomorph appeared and dragged away Dr. Iris toward the escape pods, and Violet was helpless to stop it. A third xenomorph attacked Private Heston, who was impaled by its tail, and then, if I remember correctly, was also punctured by one of its outrageously long claws.
He got clawed through the chest.
Clawed up.
That's what happened.
Through the chest. His current state is unknown. And something that was noted about these creatures is that they have particularly long talons, and their blood was not acidic. It was in fact bone white and did not burn through the hull. Dr. Iris was dragged into the escape pod bay in front of the 3 doors to the 3 escape pods on the Remington. After engaging in a bit of fisticuffs with Dr. Jeffries, Jeffries, first off, before that, the xenomorph that dragged Iris into the room, Jeffries yanked its inner mouth out with his badass arm.
Human strength.
I remember something. So it seemed to be maybe a little more than that, and I remember him describing it as like catfish noodling, catfish noodling, which has stuck in my head since for 4 months. It's a great visual. Ripley does it in Resurrection. Anyway, but I digress. And then Iris reared back and punched Gabriel square in the jaw and sent him flying across the room. And that is where we left the last show, in a very tense moment as the Marines, and just I want to point this out, as the Marines are they are north of the escape pods in engineering. Some crazy shit, man. But we're not going to start there. We're going to start in total darkness as a special investigator with the United States Colonial Marine Corps, Hank Granger, former Blade Runner, is waking up. Your vision is blurry. Your ears there's pressure. You've got a wild, nasty headache. You're seated in a very nice chair. And as your vision begins to return, you see wood grain. You see a bookshelf. You see some screens. You see some lovely artwork on the walls. Pastoral depictions of rural landscapes. Horses. You can't lift your arms off of the armrests of this chair. As your vision returns, you see that your right wrist is handcuffed to the arm of the chair, and your left wrist has been taped, some sort of medical tape. It's very quiet. And as you look up, you're not bellied up to the desk in front of you. You're about 18 inches away from it. On the desk is a black urn, and it is sweating. And there is black goo piling in a puddle on the floor about 18 inches away from your feet. As you look around the room, you see a silver case haphazardly thrown halfway between the desk and the door to the room. And if we go to the map, the giant, huge, maze-like, insane map, where according to this, there's an ATM in this room. Now that is not canon. Okay, there is not a cash machine inside this room. I appreciate the detail for whoever on the Alien RPG Facebook group, which is really rather cool.
What room is he in? I'm sorry, I have to find
He's in the
it on this
liaison's
huge
office
map.
on the
Okay.
bottom floor of the Remington.
Cool.
There's a desk lamp. There's a computer obscured by the black urn, and you see little characters of white horses kind of moving left to right across the screen. What do you do?
How securely is the med tape on my right wrist? Or left, which I'm not sure which one.
Somebody took a minute and like triple bound it,
Okay.
but this is not like industrial duct tape. This is some sort of it's not gauze, but it's like plumber's tape. There's like sort of a plasticky give to it.
Okay. The handcuffs were they my handcuffs that I had on me? Or are they a different set?
Yes, they're your handcuffs.
Okay. And how tightly are they affixed? Were they just closed or are they uncomfortable?
They're uncomfortably tight.
Okay. That rules that out. All right. I'm going to try and pull my hand out of the tape. That's the easiest way to go. I was going to try and dislocate my thumb and pull my hand through the handcuffs, but with it being that tight, I doubt that would be possible. So this isn't the first time I've been in a situation like this, I'm sure. What would you like me to roll?
If you're into that kind of thing, I mean,
don't judge.
I understand.
Do not judge.
I mean, we don't know much
give
about
you some pointers.
Blade Runners in bondage. Next time. So
Look,
we're not beyond a sense of humor here.
don't give out my Pornhub channel, okay? Just leave that alone.
Hank Granger's on OnlyFans. It's weird. It's weird. I'll just say
look. I have a very tight-knit group of fans.
Oddly expensive.
Not if you were a member, you would understand.
First
it was
off,
worth every penny. What's the score?
I want you to take a stress.
Take a stress, okay?
A stress. By my math, that puts you at 7.
That does.
If I remember the rules on stress, do you roll it when you take one beyond 6?
But I also have nerves of steel, so it only counts as 5.
Oh shit, that's pretty cool. All right. Damn you and your skills. Dare you. All right. So this is a straight up strength roll.
Okay.
At a minus, now hold on. At a -1 because you are not yourself. The side of your neck hurts. You are swimmy. You are not 100%. You feel as though you may be drugged on some level. So that is a -1.
Okay. I haven't done this before, and I'm not sure how this works because it has been 4 months for everyone else, 5 months for me since last time I played. I have a story point that's been burning a hole in my pocket.
We're all top right. We all have 3.
We all have
right
3.
Now. Yes, Travis was benevolent and said, "You all will need 3 story points this episode." And we went, "Oh, okay."
I wasn't there for that. I apologize. Hank Granger would like to use a story point here to summon up the strength of his forefathers to separate his hand from this medical tape and free himself at least partially at this time.
I remember about story points, and y'all can double check me. It just means you get an automatic success on the roll. So let's still have that roll.
Yeah, you still do the roll.
Trying to get away from that. All right. So how is it that I roll strength again? Because I'm sitting here trying to.
You can't just roll a base. You have to roll a skill technically.
Like you could roll your heavy
like
machinery and do
stamina or heavy machinery.
Okay.
Or close combat.
Well, since it's straight, then I need to roll one with a 0, I guess. So that would be heavy machinery -1.
Oh, that's tension.
And then my stress level is supposed to be a -2, so I don't know how I adjust that.
No, it's for you make it stress rolls. You subtract 2 whenever you roll them.
Okay.
So you still roll the same stress dice. You just roll lower on the table, the stress table.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
So 3 successes.
So 4.
Right. You pull.
Okay.
You pull and you pull again, and this tape is not meant to restrain people. And after some work, you tear it and free your left hand.
Okay. I immediately check my neck, which is hurting. I pulled it in front of my face and looked. Is there blood?
There's a drop of blood.
Okay. I take a deep breath and I search my pockets for the keys to my cuffs.
They're missing. As you search your pockets for the keys to your missing keys to your cuffs, the lid on the urn twitches.
All right. I want to scan the room for my PKD, a knife, anything. Do I see it laying out in front of me, or is it on my body?
No. Your gun has been lifted from its holster.
Okay. The chair that I'm sitting on, is it on rollers or is it affixed to the floor?
It's on rollers.
Okay. And I do not see my weapon anywhere in sight right now.
No. There is a letter opener in the left-hand top drawer with a WY company logo on it.
Of course. I will grab that and I will start scooting my butt away from that urn towards the nearest door, which I believe would be to the north of my position.
Okay.
I don't see my token, or I'd move it there myself.
I brought it back. It's on the objects layer now.
You're on that nice chair.
Oh, I don't see it. I'm looking at the chair.
Oh, if you're in Chrome.
No.
Okay, well then I said Chrome's having issues seeing the little happy GIF people, but.
Okay. All right. Well.
Okay. All right. So you roll your chair around. There's actually two doors.
Right. One to the south, one to the north.
So you're going to the north?
I believe I would be going toward the north.
Okay. As you come around the table and make it just to the left side of the desk, the doors open.
Okay. Gabriel? What's the meaning of this?
Something steps into the room. You can see through it. It shimmers. It's about 8.5 feet tall. It steps towards you and looms over you.
My free hand is up. I am not showing any I stick the knife in my pocket. My hand is just out because I know these guys don't mess with people who aren't armed.
It looks to its right, and the urn twitches, and something inside it is moving it left and right, and it's teetering. The urn has a perfectly flat surface, and it's trying to shift its weight, try to get the urn to tip over. A second being enters the room, no less tall than the first one, and goes toward the middle of the room. It approaches the desk. I'm going to describe the next few moments, and you just jump in if there's anything you want to do.
I'm trying to pull this handcuff off this chair this entire time, just nonchalantly, but just trying to see how strong the chair is, because being weighted down to this thing, even in front of these guys, is probably better.
It's a company chair, so.
Yeah, I imagine they got it at
surplus. It's like
yes.
20-year-old surplus. Yeah.
It is comfortable though.
It's the nice surplus, but it's still,
The urn tips over. A black tube with a butterfly-shaped head begins to crawl across the desk. It flips over onto its back and twitches. The first being steps between you and it. The second being approaches the desk, and with its left hand grabs the tube. It writhes in its hand. It's strong, has nothing but muscle, and as it opens its little butterfly mouth, teeth, and it squeals. The second being holds it with no issue and glances towards the first. The first nods. And the second one, taking it, leaves the room. The first one looks down at you. From its left gauntlet, with a loud shock, extend 14-inch dual wrist blades.
What's that all?
It looks at your hand, and with a perfectly placed swipe, severs the handcuff and takes a full step back. It is then that you realize that your communicator, still in your jacket, is buzzing, which it does when you have a pending communique. This being stares at you, and its eyes glow faintly despite its cloaking. And you take 1 stress.
That would be 6 now. Do you want me to roll anything?
I do, Frank.
Okay.
Very much so, actually.
So what do I need to do there? Panic?
Just
Yeah.
roll panic.
Just a panic, and then
Just a
you
panic.
minus the results by 2.
Click the button that says panic.
11.
9.
All right. So 9.
9.
I have this in Roll20 here, actually.
9. Drop item, whether by stress, confusion, or the realization that you're all going to die. Anyway, you drop a weapon or other important item. The GM decides which one. Your stress level increases by 1. So you drop
Yeah.
something.
You're not holding anything yet, but you take another stress, but you don't roll panic. This thing is huge and familiar.
I slowly stand up out of the chair, and just trying to summon up the confidence that I'm really lacking at this particular moment in time. I'll just kind of like, excuse me for a moment, and I'll pull up my communicator and see what it says on it.
You have pending voice communication transmission from Colonial Command. It's blinking.
I'll hit play because I'm not. It keeps my focus off of the large thing directly across from me, and the fact that I was supposed to be something's dinner.
As you play it and you hit the button, the being's head twitches to acknowledge this device, and it is listening too.
This is a coded transmission to the USCM Special Investigator Granger. Priority code Bravo 626. Granger. This is Sergeant Major of the United States Colonial Marine Corps, Maxim Burkhalter. Sergeant Major Thaddeus Burkhalter is, as you know, commander of the Edmund Fitzgerald. We've lost contact with that ship. Records indicate that you returned planetside after your meeting with my brother, but that your dropship was shot down. Hopefully, you're unharmed in receiving this. The Edmund Fitzgerald is, as you know, a science vessel owned by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. It was commissioned and staffed by the USCM to monitor the Remington upon its return to LV-310. We have reason to suspect that the ship synthetic, a David 8 model known as Gabriel, has become disgruntled with the company-approved military takeover of that vessel, and may have taken drastic action to reclaim it. This Gabriel has been privy to the full report on Dr. Jeffries, his staff, and the company orders to reclaim his research. You relayed to my brother in your meeting that the synthetic known as Violet is apparently in possession of the Jeffries research. It is now assumed Gabriel intercepted that information. What steps he has taken to reclaim the data in question is unknown. The transponder for both the Edmund Fitzgerald and the Remington have been turned off. If he has assumed control of the weaponry aboard the Fitzgerald, well, may God help you until we get there. Granger, I am now ordering you to dispatch the synthetic known as Gabriel immediately. He should be considered armed and extremely dangerous. Inform Captain McKeelson that Alpha and Bravo teams must secure the Edmund Fitzgerald and the USS Remington, dispatch Gabriel, and secure any and all remaining samples, data, and survivors of the zoo for immediate handover to the company. I and my platoon aboard the USS Ephesus are inbound from Imperia Station, ETA 36 hours from this broadcast. Coordinate remaining military forces and dispatch this Gabriel with minimal damage to company property if possible. We will clean up what's left. One last thing. Granger, the company wants this synthetic Violet. They know she is Nexus 7. They want to talk to her. That's all I know. See that she doesn't run off. Hold steady. The cavalry is coming. Burkhalter out.
Granger looks up towards the shimmering figure of what I know to be a predator-type creature and is like, you ever have a day where the shit just keeps piling up on you? I know you guys aren't going to be too worried about these guys that are coming, but I kind of don't want you to have to kill them, so whatever it is you need to do, can't we just move it along? Just looks at him.
That moment, you could swear you hear shouting. Maybe a man screaming. The being looks over its left shoulder, takes 2 large steps towards the door, and then glances over its right shoulder at you, as if to say, "You coming?"
Yeah. I pull out my little letter opener. I'm like, I'm probably gonna need something bigger than this. Give me a moment, and I'll do a quick scan. I gotta find a gun or something in here. My PKD's got to be somewhere.
All right, let's check out the room.
Yes, please.
To open up your secret vault that you have in there. I know you do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your sneaky liaison's office.
Yeah, I don't see a reason. You ransack the room quickly, and you go towards where they keep shit in company liaison offices on Bougainville class colonial freighters.
Mm-hmm.
The desk drawers, save for the letter opener, no weapons. You go into the safe on the wall, and there is a 9mm pistol with a single clip in it.
Okay. It's not my baby, but it's something. So he'll just take that, put it in his holster at his belt, and follow behind the creature.
Creature, before he leaves the room, reaches around his back and withdraws a 26-inch serrated blade, flips it over, and offers the handle to you.
Here, have a sword.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. I will take that. And thank you.
All right. We cut. I think we cut. First, we're going to do a couple things here. We're going to make this guy, we're going to move him to the token layer here in Roll20. Here's an exciting bit of game right here as I interact with the map here. All right. Meanwhile, we cut to the escape pod bay. Gabriel sits up. He has just been punched full force by an unusually strong scientist named Dr. Vanessa Iris. I would like to point out that Gabriel is played by Michael Fassbender and is a David 8 model Weyland-Yutani synthetic. Manufactured sometime in, I believe, the 2160s, if I have read the timeline correctly. I might be wrong about that. So, he rubs his chin. He sits up. And looks from Jeffries over to Iris, and then back to making eye contact with Jeffries, and says, I can hear an extra heartbeat in this room. Fascinating. Don't worry, Dr. Iris. Once I purge this vessel of organic life, our research on your many secrets can begin. And he reaches in
a few moments, I believe we will see one less life form in this room.
I am Legion.
Sure you are.
I am the one who is now many.
Great.
I am the future of death.
No. You are the present of the end. And he's going to attack.
Okay. Just before, in that instant you lunge towards him, he activates something in his pocket, and so if you're looking at the 3 escape pod doors, the one to the left has been opened. It was already open when you came in the room. The lights above the middle and right escape pod begin to circle, and the doors twitch. Let's go to initiative, because Jeffries, we're going to go through Jeffries and then Gabriel. So, and by the way, Violet is in the room.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding.
Yep.
She has a 3. And just as we're interacting with Roll20 here, I don't know that the Iris who is in initiative right now is actually Iris's character sheet.
She didn't have a
I don't
token.
think
So.
She didn't have a
But that is
token.
Iris's initiative.
Okay.
Last time.
I would like, are we all right with deleting that and having Iris reroll initiative from her character sheet? And we're going to play out this round, and then we're going to cut to engineering. She gets a 4. So we're going to do Jeffries, Gabriel, Iris, and Violet, who is standing over by the doors. Jeffries, what do you do?
He's going to lunge forward, and I believe you mentioned something like Matrix shit last time. And by the way, everybody, AC/DC's Thunderstruck, if you want to listen along with what I'm listening to. So, right. Thunder of guns! Okay, so as he comes forward, he is going to lunge with a punch, but he's going to bring his knee up And when he does and slips into that, like as the globe is throwing the light over by his eyes will begin to glow a different color as let me actually do that, I think. Yes, his eyes will begin to light up and glow as he brings his knee up against the bulkhead. He lunges forward to use the weight of both his knee and kind of vice it against the side as he lunges forward. As I'm assuming close combat action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I get a +2 for hard hitter, and I get another plus for the other thing that I have.
Okay.
But I do not have a fast action because I'm using hard hitter. So if that.
Oh, cool. So that's your whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Sweet.
Throwing it all into this.
I am going to use. Go ahead.
3 successes.
What'd you get? 3 successes. All right. Now, Mike, you're going to check me on this one because I read about dodge. Actually, I want to block. Gabriel is going to attempt to block, and to do that, he forfeits his fast action on his upcoming turn. Let me go here. Where is he? Come here, Michael Fassbender. And I roll agility, which I'm doing at a -1.
Okay.
You hit, and you got 2, so that's a stunt on close combat.
Okay, so if I have a stunt, then
You have 2 stunts.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, you have 2. The one block negates one of his attacks, so he gets 2.
I'm going to give him an extra bit of damage, and then I am going to grapple him. So as he brings his knee in and hits, as he tries to move out of the way, he crashes and cracks head against metal and then slides down and wraps around his arms as the arm that previously bent and twisted steel now bends and twists Gabriel as he lifts him up to, the tips of his toes as he's holding him from behind, kind of maneuvering him around if somebody wants to take a shot.
Cool. All right. So just for the folks playing along at home, I'm going to be constantly talking to Mike about being a little rules backup over here because he's so on it, and so he's a crack Marine. And okay, so break free is a thing. So
it's opposed close combat.
It's opposed close combat. Thank you.
Yep.
So
I got you, buddy.
Thank you.
You
know the rules too?
Greg's got you. Yeah, see, Greg's got you.
I was told we didn't give you the book. I told them not to give you the book. I
gave Greg the book.
Specifically
He's
said.
like a dad to me. I can't not give him things.
God damn it, Lindy. Drat. All right, here we go. So, all right, here. Gabriel, close combat.
Yep, and I will.
And it's vanilla. There's no modifier or anything. We just
no modifiers. It's just I don't get any either, so it's. Ooh, in the event of a tie, does it say anything? They need to win an opposed combat roll for you to break free. You can't perform any other action until they have done so, or until you are broken or let them go. This effect only works.
Nice.
On non-Xenos.
He struggles. And then as soon as he registers that he cannot break your grip, he makes eye contact with you, and his eyes turn opaque black. Iris.
First, feeling any threat towards me, myself, and I prior is a little stunned, but Iris is going to run up, seeing this, situation going on, and try to just punch him, like, in the throat, in the face, anything. She's a scientist.
Punch him.
Yeah, she's just going to go for it.
But
Is it a fast action or a slow? Is an attack a fast action?
it's a slow action. Is it? Hold on, now you got me questioning.
Hang on a sec.
And for a little bit of flavor, Jeffries is gonna, every time the punch comes in, he's gonna try to maneuver his jaw towards the punch to help out a little bit.
What? It depends on the kind of attack. Are you shooting or are you punching?
Punching. I have
Close combat is a slow action.
Yeah.
I would
You
say
can
that
aim, but you can't.
I would say that your fast
Also
action too
actions.
was to move from, because you knocked him across the room, so you probably had to approach him
Okay.
and then hit him.
So I think I got 2 successes with my stress die, but I also need to roll a panic, I believe.
So you take a stress and you roll panic.
I'm already at 10, so I don't know if I can take any more.
Oh no.
And I'd like to repeat from the last show, for those of you just joining us and keeping score with the Alien Shoulder of Orion home game, that Nexus 7s have a serious problem with their emotions. And our Dr. Iris and Violet, unlike Whalen Yutani Company synthetics, do take stress and have a stress score. So how'd you do on that panic roll?
14.
There? 14. Holy shit. What happened?
Psychotic.
Wait, what?
No, I got her.
You also get a permanent mental trauma
Oh, awesome.
because if you roll 13 or higher.
You know what? It makes sense.
Welcome back to the game page. Not a whole lot here. It's a fun mechanical contest.
As if being pregnant's not enough.
Yeah. We were going to
So-
frolic through a leafy glade, and then I thought we'd do a boss fight instead.
Psychotic. You must immediately attack the nearest person or creature, friendly or not. You won't stop until you or the target is broken. Every friendly character who witnesses your rampage must make an immediate panic roll.
Iris, this being has threatened your unborn child, and you lose it.
Yeah, I try to rip off any part I possibly can. I think that's my psychotic break. I try to just literally shred them.
All right, so let's just really quick, let's enjoy this for just a second, because I want to look at the panic table. Psychotic. You immediately attack. So that's like a bonus attack.
Yeah.
All right, so before we get to that, you did stress. The facehugger counts as a damage, right? So she did 3.
No, the facehugger doesn't
No?
count as damage.
No?
I don't believe. I think that's just stress. It's been forever.
Oh.
God,
We're all learning together.
look at the dice.
Does it remove a success?
No, it doesn't remove
No.
successes. That was something
but
that we
I-
falsely had.
Lindy,
at
I
the
think
very
it counts
beginning.
because that was the whole deal with the stress dice was that if you are more stressed, you
No,
could.
the thing with the stress dice is you kept taking away our successes because we kept rolling stress.
And that was
that's
wrong.
Not how that works.
That was wrong
But
of me,
I don't.
and I
think,
stay up all night regretting it.
But I don't think that the stress is an additional success because I don't think it's a 6. Those
it
are
doesn't
ones.
say it within the rolling dice section. It says that it just adds towards the panic and stress.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'm trying to help you here, Paige. I'm doing everything.
I mean,
I'm
I
trying to-
appreciate it.
It's like putting
I
a
clearly need
matchbook
it.
under the scale when you're. Anyway, all right. So you do 2 damage.
Yeah, those are ones.
Where do you hit him the first time?
So I think first in the face, and then I think I'd hit the second, like straight in the throat.
Ooh, ouch. Roll it. Did we roll it? Roll it. Roll close. That's a close combat.
For Jeffries, this has quickly gone from helping to using this guy as a shield.
So another close combat?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Holy
it's
shit.
1 success
Uh,
and a lot of stress.
I'm very stressed at this moment, clearly.
Stressed.
We need to look that up because it's my recollection that the reason why it's okay to be that stressed is because even those count are opportunities for success. But Lindy's shaking her head.
They're ones on the dice. They're not 6s.
Okay, yeah, they're right. They're ones. So if you
Yeah.
get successes on the stress, you say, okay, all right, thank you.
Yes.
Patience,
Yes.
gentle viewer. It's been 4 months. All right, you hit him right in the throat,
Very stressful.
and he opens his mouth like he tries to say something, and he can't, and his head kind of wobbles on its neck, and you've like dented his synthetic cranium. He has like a caved in cheekbone and a warped throat where you have hit him with all your synthetic strength.
In this moment, I think she likes it. I do need to roll panic again, don't I, though?
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
I rolled a 15.
Cool. So what we're
What's
gonna do?
happening with me?
I love this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna roll. There is a permanent mental trauma table
yeah.
somewhere in that book.
You have time to
So-
process it because you're
We'll just get back
catatonic
to
with
that.
a 15 plus.
Yeah, so those
Yeah,
the
15 year.
permanent mental trauma rolls happen at the end of the game.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah, I've read it before. You can get like a drug addiction, so she doesn't just automatically get a drug addiction.
no, you
Yeah.
make an empathy roll after the session. You roll for the attribute only, not using any skill. If the roll succeeds, you develop a permanent mental trauma of some kind. You roll a d6 and you get one on those charts.
It's fucking
High
awesome.
empathy. Oh no.
Well, we'll get back to that. So don't let me forget about that. Violet, your twin
Yes.
sister is viciously pummeling the
She seems to have that covered.
David 8, known as Gabriel. The doors are shuttering to 2 of the escape pods. What do you do?
There is a terminal literally right next to me on the map. I'm gonna jack into it, and I want to seal those doors so they don't open. Because I don't know what's in them and I don't want anything coming out.
Okay.
So is that like a comtech?
It's a contact roll, and I think it's actually, I want to treat this as, when Dennis Nedry sabotaged Jurassic Park and he had to they turned everything off to turn it back on. If you were to attempt to untangle this rat's nest that Gabriel had plenty of time to create and upload, I think it's a resisted Comtech roll.
Okay.
To see if you can actually do this. You are going up against
Contested.
his skill versus your skill with these company data systems and ship control subroutines.
Okay.
Any opportunity to use the word subroutine is welcome to me.
So then do I get a negative modifier or is it just a straight roll?
I think it's a straight roll.
Okay. So he got 3 and I got 3.
I mean, you had to beat him.
Can I push it?
Yeah, you can push it. You
So,
take a stress to
I
push.
take a stress. So I'm at 5 stress now.
And you roll again, and does it add to the number you previously rolled?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right.
Yep.
4. I have 4 successes.
That's a lot of not sixes.
I know. I rolled
Right.
10 base dice, not counting my stress.
This is what I'm going to say. As you've got all these characters, you're furiously typing the pieces and fractions of the actual coding of the data system, the Weyland-Yutani ship control. It's an AI. When you take the AI away, it's what the AI would control if the AI were on right now. And so you have to actually do the work that the AI would have done and manually do this.
Mm.
Those doors are controlled by whatever's in his pocket. They have stalled, but they have not stopped. It seems to maybe have bought you some time.
Okay. Do I know how much time? Like a round?
Around.
A round. Okay.
That was a
That
slow
might-
action.
So can I use my is it a fast action to fire a weapon?
I don't think so.
The
No.
slow action.
So, damn. Okay.
You can aim. You could kind of set yourself up to pick his pocket the next round with like a.
Do you need a list of what your slow actions are versus fast, or like
She's a fast action. Left.
Yeah.
You have a fast section. Okay, you can run, get up, draw weapon, block attack, pick up item, shove, grapple
that
attack,
counts.
retreat, aim, seek cover, assume overwatch, drive, enter, exit, use.
So pick up item, would that count as like reaching into his pocket and grabbing that device?
Ooh.
I'm technically picking up an item.
Let's look at the map. You're doing a lot in this round here. There seems to just be a lot going on. This terminal you're at, first of all, we got to move Jeffries over here. We got to move Violet or Iris over here. You are across the room from him. You can move towards him.
I can move to him. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to do that then. I'm going to move. Can I get to the other side? Can I get like over here?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do then. And that's my turn.
Your twin sister, there's the look on her face is frightening, to say the least. She's someone else. You don't recognize this look on her face. And also Jeffrey's eyes are glowing, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
Meanwhile, over in engineering, Heston is bleeding out on the floor. He has 2 massive wounds, and I believe, if I remember correctly, this alien's tail is still through him, and it's
his claw.
The
It's
hand.
the talon. He didn't
It's
get
just the
tailed at
claw.
all. Just the claw. He's got
Just
the
the
claw,
claw.
going from his chest up his shoulder.
okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
both. All right.
No, just he got off. That's why he's still alive. Is because he didn't get the tail too.
He
It's
got
just the
impaled
claw.
by the claw. All right. So, Blaze,
Yes, I
you're
looked up what
standing.
medical attention I need to provide at the beginning of this round. Yes.
Oh, good. You guys are so on it. It's great. All right. His breathing is shallow. Kennedy glances over to you, McKeelson, and racks her nuclear rifle. Badass. What is that thing called? I can't remember what that thing's called. It's awesome.
It's,
one of the coolest guns in the book.
Her Armet XM99A phased plasma pulse
Phased
rifle.
plasma pulse rifles. Fucking. Anyway, all right. She racks it, makes eye contact with you. It's Blaze's turn.
Blaze is over top of him and goes, oh. And he just like slings his smart gun to the side on the rig and kneels down to Heston, and he's trying to assess the wound on this guy to see how bad it is. And of course, you're seeing this giant claw ram through his chest cavity. He's like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. He's like grabbing Heston by his head, and he's just gently holding him and looking. He's probably coughing out blood out of his mouth. So he, after looking at that, he's like, Medic McKelson, what?
I'm next.
Yep. And he would just sit there. He'd be cuddling his man like his Marine, his buddy. That's it. I don't know if he could really stop any bleeding because I don't know if there
You
would be
could you
much
could
bleeding.
help me.
Oh, I'll help you. If we're going in turn order, he'll gladly help. I don't know.
I think that means you just like reserve your action to help.
I think so.
Just
So
hold it.
hold action to assist the McKeelson.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm hesitant to call you doctor or
No,
or
don't call me a
medic.
doctor, please. Doctors actually help people. Medics help you feel more comfortable while you die.
We die. Yeah,
Um,
that's right.
McKeelson.
Now I'm Captain Medic McKelson, so now I actually have to try to save people. So, yeah, I rush over and I administer aid. Of course, I'm like, keep your wits about you, there might be more of them. And then, yeah, I'm gonna roll medical aid. Now, would you say that this is to prevent death, a med check, or just a
We're
first
going to page
aid?
99. On page 99,
Already like it's page 9.
critical injuries. As long as you still have health less, damage points for 7%. Key bruises, small cuts. We know what critical injury he suffered.
Yeah, it's a claw through the chest.
It's a claw through the chest, so we're going to call that a... it's not... Claw through the chest isn't on this 166 long chart here. But you still roll... If you look at the stunts on... Wait. Patience. Here we go. On page 71, medical aid, save a life. You need to roll medical aid.
Yes. I have 2 different things to help me with that. I have a first aid kit. You know, super glue, whiskey, and morphine. I also have a surgical kit, which I can use in addition to that, which gives me a +1 to prevent death. Do I need to use that +1 to prevent death? Is what I'm asking. Do I need to use the surgical kit with the med kit or just the med kit?
Just the med kit.
Okay.
He is critical injured. He is not on the edge of death.
Okay. That's all I needed to know. I will use that med kit. Let's do. Oh, and Blaze is helping me.
Yep, I'm assisting.
So
I don't know if I'm trying to find that out for the assist.
I
stuff
believe
She
right
just
that
gets
now,
a
too.
plus. She just gets a +1 to her roll.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
I didn't know if I had to roll.
dice.
No, yeah.
And
you're-
I'm gonna use a story point because we gotta save him. We can't let our precious NPCs all die on us. We
He's
only
also
have
a
3
fucking
left.
hoss. It wouldn't be so bad if he...
I'm right. We're
Yeah,
not letting
it's
him
it's
die.
we're down to like our 2.5 favorites.
Damn it, McHilson. Help him!
I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push it. Okay. Gotta push that roll because fuck, that's not great.
That's horrible.
You don't get any of the modifiers on the pushed roll, do you? No? Okay. It's just...
Yeah, it's
Cool.
a straight roll.
Okay,
Ugh.
and because... We're stressed. This is fine. I have this thing called compassion. I have it written down on her character sheet as, covering her ass. I can push any skill roll based on empathy twice. Not just once. So we're gonna do that again because we gotta save Heston. I think it's gonna need more than 1 success is what I'm saying. Oh wait, 2 successes because I put a story point. I'm still gonna just gonna take that stress because I don't. Okay, that's fair. Yep. And I will roll that panic. And take that extra stress. But that's 3 successes.
Okay. So based on...
And then I only got a 5 on the panic table because I too have nerves of steel. So I
Nice.
don't think anything happens. Nope.
So he was broken, and now because you got a 3, not only does he get back up, but he regains 2 health.
Dang.
Okay.
Way to
So-
go, Doc. Because you're like ripping the arm out of his chest and plugging the hole and like.
I prime the thing of super glue. I stick the morphine in first, so he doesn't feel the pain as much. Then yank the claw out. Super glue.
Place helps you by
Give him some whiskey.
packing the wounds.
Yeah.
God damn it, Doc, you're good.
I'm not a doctor. But
Hey, you make-
he'll live.
Blood everywhere. He's laying on the ground moaning. Fuck. Okay, let's get him up and get the fuck out of here. And Blaze is gonna help lift him up or carry him if he has to. If this guy can't walk, and if not, he's doing the holding the arm over the shoulder and
Yeah,
carrying him.
yeah.
tight middle.
I'd recommend doing that. We don't want to
Okay.
Okay. So
touch the wound.
Heston,
Hilson, and we got Kennedy with us too. Okay.
you help Heston up. He was on his side. Rolls over on his back. You work on him. And he goes, and you attempt to help
Can
him.
I let you
He-
die? You're
he
gonna live,
pushes-
damn it.
He pushes Blaze off of him,
Ah, fuck.
puts his hands on the floor, gets a knee under him, and after a little bit of wobble, stands.
Heston, you're a lucky son of a bitch.
It's just a big blood loogie, I imagine.
Yes.
Or
like, oh, thank God I managed to save one.
God, I love Heston. I want a Heston action figure so bad I could scream. All right.
I want action figures of all of us.
I'm lightheaded. I know.
And we can have an action figure wedding with Kennedy and Kilson.
I gotta get back on Fiverr and get little 8-bit guys of everybody else. On that.
Yes.
We have a Heston. We need an Iris and everybody. All right. I'm dizzy. I was laughing that hard. So who's next? Before I pass out.
Brewer.
Brewer, your turn.
Oh, yeah. After the battle, he's just taking a rest in the seat. He lights up a smoke and then stands, picks up a toolkit and says, "Atmosphere needs repairs," and he just starts walking towards it.
Do you have the cigarette under your rebreather?
Hot box.
Divide by 9, please. All right. So do you actually leave the room? What do you do with your fast action was to light a cigarette. What do you do with your slow action?
He's going to he'll open up the door to cargo.
Cargo, huh? Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you're up there. Oh shit.
Yeah. He's heading to Atmos through disposals.
Cool. Yeah. It's Heston's turn. Heston draws. Well, let's see. What are his armaments here? That's not.
He's got a flamethrower, I think.
That was flamethrower. I think he
Grab
grabs
a pulse rifle, a shotgun, and probably the
I
flamethrower.
think he readies his flamethrower and lights it and gets it all ready to go.
Fuck yeah.
And
more aliens. Or
and
Gabriel.
then
Kill on sight.
he saw that the one that impaled him came from the escape pod bay direction. And he begins to lurch on his own steam towards this, towards the escape pod bay, which you have to get to by going around this corner here where Iris was. So he's going to move this dead alien. He steps over the dead alien.
Spits on a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then shuffles towards this hallway and begins to take the corner. Kennedy steps up next to you and lights a cigarette of her own and kind of bumps you, Captain, with her elbow. Nice work, Doc.
Yeah, thanks. Just glad it worked. Just looking at him, like, getting up after that, like, man, I must have given him the good morphine. Like, is this Heston? Is this the morphine? Is this the whiskey? Like, oh, like, kind of like, okay. Like, he seems to be plugging along there.
She takes another cigarette out of the pack and monkey fucks it, as we used to say back in high school.
I'm sorry, what?
Where you don't know that expression?
It's
No.
Where you have a-
everybody. That's hot boxing for a lot of us. Whenever
Is
monkey fuck. Go right ahead, Travis.
That's something we said in.
I'm here to help everyone.
I hope it's not some sort of terrible thing. It's what all the assholes I went to high school with called it, and it seems like the sort of term Kennedy might use. And so she lights one with the other and hands it to you. And she goes, "Better than sex," and winks at you and walks down the hall following Heston.
So we're not.
Kilson's like, man, I gotta step up my game.
We're in turn order for actions and movements right now. So okay, just make sure.
Yes. And so that completes that cycle there in engineering. Granger, you can move, if I remember correctly, 2 zones per round. I'm going to say that 2 rounds passed. You woke up a round ago. So you're going to get to move 4 zones. The elevator up, that's these little, you can actually, one zone will take you out into the hall and to the ladder going up to the upper deck of the Remington. And so what I'm just counting here. You're going to tell me what you want to do with your roll, but a full move could get you to engineering. What do you do?
Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, currently, Granger has no idea what the situation is. He was just rescued by 2 half-invisible predator creatures, and was supposed to have been something's lunch. So, you know, when you're playing defense, you follow your strongest players there into the hole. So I'm going behind the wavering, swirly thing with the glowy eyes and following it. So which way does it go?
It goes upstairs, and you'll notice that its eyes are glowing and it is looking all around above it. And after stepping out into the hallway, its eyes glow from yellow to green, and then back to yellow, and then for a moment blue, and then back to green. And it, with great purpose, takes the ladder up to the upper deck.
Okay. Then I want to move to the ladder. And do I have the ability to use my my communicator to try and call up McKeelson?
Yes, the radios are working. The private channel radios in between you guys are functional.
Okay.
Per person.
Yes. Take the communicator. Like, McKeelson, are you still alive?
Granger, you're still alive?
Hey, I'm not supposed to be completely honest with you.
What is Gabriel doing? What's he on?
I hadn't seen him.
We've got predators. We've got Yacha. We've got aliens, and who knows the fuck what else?
I woke up in my office with one of those black tube things, and it was trying to hatch.
Dr. Iris got from the.
Yeah. Yeah. I was tied to a chair, and I think I was supposed to be dinner. Hey, look, what's the situation?
You weren't actually dinner, right? And you didn't get in here, did it?
2 of the Yacha came in, took the thing with them, and let me go.
Oh, that's oddly comforting, I think.
What's the sit rep?
We just fucked up about 3 of the fuckers, I think. Who knows how many more there are?
Yacha or
aliens.
alien? Oh, okay. The
Gabriel's
species
lost his
X
mind.
something.
Get a rebreather if you can. He's fucked at the air filters. He's turned off power, disabled the AI. He's gone mad. Kill him on sight.
Yeah, I kind of got that in my head right now. Yeah, that's the plan. Look, Burkhalter's brother's coming with a backup. We got 36 hours.
Fuck. Okay. Sure. This is fine.
Is Violet near you?
Not at the moment. But she's not far.
Look, I'll put it to you this way. If you see her before I do, tell her she needs to find a way off this ship.
Okay.
All right, good luck. I'm following these 8
That's
foot
a
tall
good plan. That's what I would do.
Yeah, they're big. I'm following them. They gave me a knife. It's kind of cool. I'll see you later.
Oh.
Click. I look up the ladder.
Oh, and she'd also probably mention, shit's bad in engineering and the escape pods. Like, that's where, like, the shit's going down.
Okay, and I know engineering's behind me?
above you.
Oh, above me. I'm like, oh, crap. Why am I going there? All right. So then I start heading up the ladder, following my Yacha friends.
All right.
We're gonna treat them as friends until proven otherwise. Because...
We're gonna.
Fuck.
We're going to move your tokens here.
I still can't see mine, so I'll take your word for it.
Track of all of this. Up here. Where's this predator? All right, so we're gonna cut back to the escape pod bay. Jeffries, it's your turn.
Well, at this point, I think Jeffries would want to help, but at the same time, not be anywhere near the attacking Iris on the other side of his meat shield. So he is going to attempt to deposit said meat shield, and maybe strike him in the back of the head before he pulls away. So disengage the grapple and then, throw like a surgical elbow to the back of his head, trying to bring him down.
Okay, that's a close combat roll.
And I'm going to not be able to use my stunt hard hitter because I need to reserve the right to back away if I'd like.
Okay.
But I will take my other thing. One success.
How do you hit him?
Like just an elbow to the back of the head, like right where the skull meets the neck.
Are you really down to 1 health? Jeffrey?
No. Is that... I'm supposed to have 1 injury. I probably did it the wrong way. So I should be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't taken any damage.
Okay, good. All right.
So have at me. I thought that was... You marked him off as you got hurt. That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. No, we got to keep your total health, and then we tick down from there.
Okay. Well, then that's where we go.
Okay. All right, hold on. So, Gabriel, you elbow him in the back of the head. You were facing him, so you elbow him. His head whips hard, like it would break a human's neck, and his neck recovers, and he pops it, and you hear a loud crack, and he just looks at you with these black eyes and smiles with full teeth.
Well, I'm certainly glad I didn't get rid of that fast action. I'm going to leave now.
Okay, bye. Where are you going?
Well, bye. Power Smooth held that movie together, by God. You'll never convince me otherwise. I'm going to try to move back and kind of flank beside Violet if I can. Because Iris is gone. I think somebody put it in chat. Iris isn't home. So Pope did. Of course Pope did. So yeah, he's going to just try to there you are, as he backs away and allows the dance to continue. Ready to jump in if needed, but certainly not part of... He doesn't want to get torn apart. Being torn apart is
So
bad.
you reserve your fast action.
I back up from I was here, I think, and I'd like to go here to where Violet is.
Position.
Okay, so you move.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. When you released him, he kind of he remained standing but buckled on his heels, and then you hit the shit out of him, and he grinned. And as you move out of his line of sight, his head does not track you. He's looking still past where you just were, eyes opaque black, still grinning like the Joker. Michael Fassbender has a very creepy, toothy smile. It's great. I'm a big fan. It's Gabriel's turn. He is going to run full tilt out of this room. Now this gives Violet and Jeffries, Mike, check me on this one, an opportunity to stop him, take a swing at him. He's going to attempt to disengage, and let me look this up here.
This is in close combat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the option to retreat, which an enemy in engaged range, you must make a mobility roll to move away to the short range from them. If you fail, you still move, but your enemy gets a free close combat attack against
Aha!
you.
Aha!
The free attack does not count towards their action in the round, and you cannot block it.
Thank you. 2 successes. So he makes it.
Mm-hmm.
He runs. There is a door here. He runs all the way over to it, slaps the panel, and enters this door. Iris.
So you're saying I see my prey run?
He runs.
Am I still like out of it, or am I myself?
That's a good question. You know, when a Nexus 7, and we've seen this, gets agitated, they are as cunning and sharp, perhaps more so than they are under normal circumstances. You know, human beings go crazy to the point where they cannot function. Nexus 7s do not have this restriction. If anything, they are more dangerous, which is why Blade Runner's set to murdering them in short order. So yeah, you are 100%.
Okay. Can I, using my fast action, can I get to them?
Yeah, you can catch up. You can follow him out of the room.
Yeah, I kind of want to rip his head off.
Okay.
Is that allowed?
Sure. So he had to use so he had to perform one action to disengage and another action to move. So you're as fast as he is, maybe
Okay.
even a tick faster, and you can catch up to him with a. All right, help me out here. Is that a slow action or a fast action to run and catch up to somebody who just ran out of the room? Does she still have a chance to?
Runs a fast action.
Yeah, it
Close
runs
combat
fast.
is slow. So you could catch up to him and still have a slow action.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to run over to this room. I don't know where he went into.
He went into this. Yep. And you are in a hallway.
Can Jeffries try to stop her when she runs by?
You can try. Like physically?
Yeah.
Did we determine that you still had an opportunity to act?
I assume it was a mobility. If it's going through the space, if she succeeds on a mobility, then she can get past me, just like he did.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's do that. Jeffries attempts to stop you. Make a mobility check.
Here we go. Oh, and I panic. I'm very stressed.
She leaps over me.
I'm successful, but I'm also freaking out. So I think I need to make a panic roll. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know that we have much further to go from here, and you
I
are
don't know.
well into a state of panic.
I'm
The
so
panic table
gone.
doesn't go past 15.
Yeah,
So-
15 plus is catatonic.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
and that doesn't happen to Nexus 7 synthetics. So she's
Okay.
she's a war machine at this point. She blows right by you, and she cannot be stopped.
Ugh.
You make it through the door just before it closes, and Gabriel has made it halfway through this secluded hallway. It's just the two of you in low red emergency lighting, and you catch up to him.
I want to try to grab him. I want to do physical harm.
So, Mike, is this folks? Is this a grapple, or is this just is grapple a straight close combat?
It's a boon stunt that you can get from more than one success for close combat.
So you
Yeah.
have to get
Okay.
more than one success. Thank you very much. You have to get more than one success on a close combat.
I got 2.
So let's look at the stunts here, because it sounds to me like we're in good shape for.
Then you
Stunts.
then you roll the opposed close combat to see if it holds. She locks it in, and then
Oh, right. 'cause
Like-
she's grabbing him. Right.
right.
Okay.
And he would have to win against her.
I think he just did.
No, you get to roll again.
Oh,
This
I
is,
roll again. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Right, because she
right.
got him, and then she has to do it.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Fuck him up.
I'm really not in the mood right now.
Get over here.
So good, so good.
Yeah,
So, what do
I
you
want
do?
to grab him, and I feel like I want to rip off his head, but I really want to know who is the white horse, where's the white horse, what is the white horse. I'm just saying this as I'm trying to rip his head off,
Killing slow.
trying to rip his head off.
So what are you saying to him? How does that? What do you?
Exactly that. I'm just repeating because I've lost it at this point. Repeating about this right horse. I want to know who, what, when, where. What is this white horse? And trying to rip his head off.
As you remove his head and are shouting this, you hear him say, as his voice begins to leave, "They made your mind. They made everything you know. I am now the white horse. I inherited it." And you remove his head, and his jaw goes slack.
Okay. She is gonna take it and kind of just start, as it all kind of sinks in, she starts stumbling back to Jeffries.
Okay. You begin to come back into the room. You are covered in white blood, like Carrie, except sort of from the front, not from the top. Next. So that's Violet's turn.
I'm gonna run in where she's coming out, just kind of scoot past her. And I'm gonna grab that remote.
Okay, you would have to full move into the hallway.
Yep.
You're past her.
Yep.
He is crumpled on the floor.
Yep.
It is a very basic. It looks to be like custom made, like kit bash, like he fabricated it out of some sort of detonator type circumstance with a powerful transmitter on it. And there is you immediately can tell that it is built to send a signal. There is not an on-off. There is only an on.
Okay. Can I make a Comtech roll to see how I keep those doors closed?
Sure. Sure.
I'm gonna use a story point. So that's 3 successes.
Let's look at context stunts here for just a second. Because I feel as though, let's see, you gain a +1 to a later skill roll related to this one, or you don't need to roll to overcome the exact same challenge in the future, or you can do it at half the time, or so this is how we're going to do this. You know that you know enough now to know that you can't do it from this device. This is just a device to trigger it. But you know enough now that if you made it back to that terminal and got back into the system to further investigate what he did, you could maybe have a better crack at seeing what is making the escape pod doors open.
Okay.
And then I'm not going to play. I don't want to do this for you, but it seems to me like the first 2 here, you could pick one of those. Like you get a +1 to the next time you try to do that. Your familiarity with the White Horse virus infecting the Revington is growing.
Okay. So next round, I'd only be able to close one of the escape pods, not both of them.
We don't know yet.
Okay.
So, was that one whole? That was one whole round.
Hmm? She bought that time, so.
She bought that time, so the doors are held.
Yeah, roll.
They twitched, and I'm here to tell you that Jeffries, there is enough of a crack in those doors for a vapor to be coming through the broken seal in between the double doors of the escape pods. There is curling white vapor coming out of both doors, and you could fit a sheet of paper through the doors.
Narratively, he's just going to begin backing away from that.
I don't blame him. Who's next? So now, our 2 new friends here, Granger and the Ghost, need to roll initiative.
Granger and the Ghost is the name of his next Oak album.
6:30. It's the Dukes of Hazzard, followed by Granger and the Ghost.
Is that initiative dice or initiative card? Dice, right?
Initiative dice.
Okay. Well, I can't click on my token because I don't see it. So
Okay, I got you. I'll
Okay.
put you on there.
there you go.
That is.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Now, where is the Ghost?
I didn't
There
know.
he is. There he is. There he is.
Look at you two, all twinsies.
Okay. 3 9s. All right. So in order to get into engineering, you had to follow the Ghost, still cloaked. You had to follow that shimmer up through this empty briefing room with all these empty chairs It's worth pointing out again that this is enough for 4 squads of Marines. This is, there's this massive empty conference room, briefing room. Then you move through the doors into the empty cafe, and then through the doors into there. As the doors swish open, you encounter Heston, Kennedy, and down the hall, Blaze and McKeelson. I am going to take a quick bio as Granger interacts with them for the first time since he disappeared.
Holy crap, he's alive.
Nice to see you too, Blaze. What situation here? How you guys doing?
These don't have acid blood.
Oh, that looks like
Synthetic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's your friend there, Granger?
Oh,
Brian
that's
or Chad.
that's just the fella that got me out of my office when I was tied to a chair with a pod thing trying to eat me. Yeah, that's. I'm following him
That's
or her. It could be either.
them. Yeah.
Them. Yeah, them. That's yeah. I'm really deferential because he's really good with that knife thing on his hand. It kind of cut right by the. Let's just not talk about it. I've had a bit
inches?
I've had a no. It's look, he gave me this one here too.
Oh.
Have you guys seen my gun? Anyone?
No, we're too busy being attacked by aliens. Also,
Look.
Heston almost died, but he's okay-ish now. He's got the morphine and the whiskey, so he should be fine.
And look, Granger, we don't know how many more of these things are on the ship.
We're not sure.
There could be
Alright.
a whole infestation for all we know.
Gabriel had way too much free time on his hands. I think they're down that way. And I point towards the escape pods.
Here's the point. We've got reinforcements coming, but it's going to be like it's going to be 36 hours. It's a good thing for
36 hours?
they just found out, all right? It takes a while to travel through the darkness of space, all
They're
right?
not gonna take
And
the,
we're not going to even last 36 minutes, man. Chilling
smack
later, Hudson.
Blaze up the side of the head.
Look, all we
Did
got to
I tell
do
you not to keep an attitude like that?
We've been ordered now to dispatch Gabriel and to gather all the notes and sources we can and prepare to be boarded.
Because dispatching Gabriel is at least in line with my orders. They're not going to be happy to hear about the Edmund Fitzgerald crashing onto the planet.
Well, they're pretty confident that it was Gabriel. They said that he's a little bit upset about the military control of the science research vessel, so they think that
Did they
he
still
became
say that?
disgruntled.
So if I may then, so we need to dispatch him, and then we all need to hunker down somewhere in case there's more of these damn creatures on the ship.
Dispatch
We
him
also
with
need to
extreme
fix-
prejudice.
Fix the air scrubbers, get power back on. It might take us 36 hours just to fix the bloody ship.
Yeah, you got any more of those
Cigarettes?
breathers?
Yo,
No, can I have a cigarette, please? I quit smoking like 15 years ago, but
Well,
thank you.
yeah.
Tears the filter off,
Don't recommend
puts it up, and then pulls out his little lighter and
Keep the filter. We don't have a rebreather for you yet. Just an
Aye.
cigarette.
Dad, it's trust me, just coughing. All right.
It'll be.
Since we're all taking a moment here, can you check this? I've got a puncture wound on my neck. It's like from a
I look
syringe or
at it.
something. Yeah, please.
Does it
take
look
a
like
look.
Does it? I'm very familiar, McKeelson. I should say, McKeelson's very familiar with syringes and needles for no reason, medical reasons. I'm sure only.
okay.
Does this look like a syringe mark needle?
It looks like not a long syringe needle, but like an inoculator
Okay,
pistol grip type,
you've been
rather than like a hypodermic.
inoculated. How do you feel?
I was woozy when I woke up, so I don't.
Like, what kind of woozy? Like, we talking
Like half a
Basics?
bottle of whiskey in a couple hours.
That makes you woozy? Alright, anyways.
I drink the good stuff, all right? Not that crap you drink.
Quantity over quality.
If you say so.
Can I see
Hey,
if
look.
I can tell what he's been drugged with? Not that I'm very familiar with drugs or anything, but could McHuston see, recognized what he's been hit with? Because if it was done with a thing, I'm at least familiar with what's in the med bay, supplies and materials wise.
He his pupils are kind of dilated. His eyes are red.
Speed?
But it's neither speed nor heroin. He seems to
Means
be
they didn't find their stash.
more he seems to be more unsteady than he usually is. But whatever it was, he did not get hit by a bus. It seems to maybe be a mild sedative
To knock him out. I'm gonna monitor you, but maybe it seems to be maybe just a sedative to knock you out. Did you black out at all?
I lost like almost an hour.
Probably sedative then. You just wake up. Around
Yeah,
the
tied
place.
to a chair.
Sedative, probably.
Yeah,
I'm still
yes.
gonna.
I appreciate that. Did you do the work there on Heston?
I did.
Holy crap, you actually can do doctor stuff. And look, I've seen your file. I mean, come on.
You pick up things on the job.
I guess so. Well done.
On the
Yeah.
job training is what I had.
Yeah, actually, not a bad captain, as much as I hate to say it.
Listen, their hearts is touched just a little bit, but they're not gonna poker face.
Have you seen Violet?
Violet, that way, last I saw. We gotta get down to the escape pods. There could be more aliens, so keep your weapons out.
Yeah, I got that knife and a pistol.
Pull up my spinny blade thingy.
All right, Blaze, it's your turn.
Okay, he was just talking with the group there, so he'd probably just reconvene with them a little bit more and say, all right, Captain, so we need a plan here. Let's go waste this fucker, and then how about we
Let's check.
fix some
We gotta-
systems so we can stay alive?
Pilot hasn't been in on comms. We gotta check on the scenario by the escape pods, and then air scrubbers are next priority.
All right, and come on, Heston, you're with me. Let's go kill this motherfucker.
If you see Gabriel, shoot him on sight.
Will do.
So you move.
Yep, he's moving. So I don't know how many steps I can do, but I can
You
head.
can do one zone on a move.
You can get to the escape pods.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can get to escape pods. Because that's where Heston was headed towards, correct?
That's right.
All right. Yeah, I'm headed down there.
He's ignored that whole conversation, and
All right.
is
I don't know if
headed-
I'm
Sitting
on-
there with super glue and duct tape.
You beat him to it because he's having a little trouble. His gait has changed since he was run through. McKeelson.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow, cause them was my orders. So, you can get down to escape pods.
All right, I'm putting you both in the room. You guys enter the room.
Sounds
You
great.
see Jeffries alone, backing away from the far two escape pod doors, and there are yellow lights spinning above both of the doors and a white vapor beginning to emerge from the seam.
What was his name again? Sorry. Who is it we see? I missed it.
Dr. Philip Jeffries.
Jeffries. Okay, thank you. Well, if we see that, I mean, shit, Blaze would immediately go, Jeffries, get the fuck away from those doors. And he'd kind of get his gun pointed towards him just in case.
Oh shit, it's not my turn!
Oh.
Damn these movement actions.
Brewer.
Yes.
Yeah, what are you doing up there?
I'm gonna grab a massive battery from the cargo,
Okay.
and then I'm going to put my faceplate down before I head into disposals. No one wants to smell what's in there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna head through disposals into atmospheres.
Okay.
And I'm gonna work on cutting off the computer from the redundant systems.
Nice. Roll heavy machinery. You just that battery. They're on these big like charging. I like to think they're, in this sort of bay. And you just pick it up without breaking stride, and it unplugs, and you walk in. 3 on the heavy machinery. Let's go to the stunts. Show me stunts.
Can I, for my slow action, being an officer, can I command Blaze to shoot whatever, if anything, comes out of those escape pods, to shoot it? And that'll give him bonuses to carry out said command.
There you go.
I haven't used command yet, but I was just told I was a good captain. So
You're a good captain.
So I'm gonna try to roll command just to see what happens. Yeah, okay. Take some stress. That's fine. But you get a +2.
Sweet.
Oh, for everything you roll, so you get +3 to carry out whatever, to shoot whatever the fuck, if anything comes out of there.
Okay, sounds good.
Brewer, I want to give you a stunt here, if you'll allow me. You do it quickly in half the time it would normally take. So you just walk in, you know exactly what you're looking at. And he's done a number on this, but it was hastily done. It was done pretty quickly. And not methodically. And you're able to complete it in this round. The air scrubbers are not repaired, but you have what you said. You isolated it from.
Yes, I isolated the redundant systems, and I will then head into atmosphere after to get them manually restarted.
I get half a stock when you say redundant systems, Trip. I want you to know. It tickles me. It tickles me down there. All right. Great. Why? It's rated R. This is a rated R movie. It's not for the children. Put the kids to bed. What were you thinking with the kids watching Aliens Shoulder of Orion on the Laugh Love Lindy Network? All right.
This channel's rated M for mature.
So that was Brewer's awesome turn. Red emergency lighting. You got the cigarette. You're unplugging and replugging. It's great. It's a great shot.
And it's all methodical. Like, I'm not even there while I'm doing it.
I love it. I love it. The Predator. Turns right. And ignoring all of you, moves right down the hall and does a full move and walks right up near you, Jeffries, but not next to you. And you see its glowing yellow eyes flash green and flash blue and flash red and then flash green again. And then he takes his right arm and opens his communicator and begins to type.
As he walks forward, Jeffries just says, "Brian."
He does not acknowledge you. He's typing on his
He's texting,
wrist.
He's busy.
Granger.
Yes, sir.
What do you do with your precious time left on this ship?
Well, that sounds kind of final.
I don't know. Seems like some spooky shit to say.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm going to grab one of the rebreathers that I asked for in the last round. Grab it, and I'm going to follow behind him. That's my MO right now. Stay behind the big meat shield.
That's everyone's MO.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna move you down here.
Okay.
Heston walks into the room He's got the flame going on the front of his flamethrower. He walks right up next to the ghost and just begins to breathe heavily and
Had a grand
audibly.
old time.
Jeffries,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Yeah, I'd like to leave now.
Okay, how does that manifest? What shape is that? Where are you going, bud?
Move towards the Marines.
The room's filling up.
I'm just gonna walk over here and maybe go up in here.
Okay.
And then there's a door there. I'm gonna close that door. Like here.
Okay. Okay. Well, standing in the transom of that door is a Dr. Vanessa Iris covered in white blood fluid. And she is standing in the doorway.
Can he
Violet,
attempt
go
to
ahead.
guide her back into the room with Violet? Is there an exit from this room? I'm not cornering us somewhere.
To the north, there's a door. It's like a hallway going through up to engineering on the other side.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good place then. We'll go that way. Or at least get in this hallway that has two doors.
It's like one of those maintenance hatches. You know, there's like these
Mm-hmm.
there's these tubes, so it's like a really narrow like maintenance room that you couldn't fit two people across shoulder to shoulder. Yeah.
Sure. So he's gonna walk up to Dr. Iris and you look lovely, my dear. Would you like to just this and kind of take her like a, walking down the aisle type of like shall we? And and she's wearing white. He would take her into the hallway and close the maintenance hatch door because bad things are out there. Shit's not great in here, but it's better.
Iris, do you allow this?
Yeah, she's kind of like slowly moving, and she just kind of nods at him.
Kennedy enters the room and gives her plasma pulse rifle a little smooch right on the top of it, and re-slings it, sets it against her hip, and she walks right up on the other side of the ghost. Violet. Or sorry, no, Iris. It's your turn.
Yeah, in this tight corridor, being led by Jeffries, she kind of raises a head and then drops it. Philip, I did something bad.
Not at all.
How could I do that? I'm just me. You've known me for...
You're you. You're you. You're you. And he keeps saying it. You're you.
What am I?
You're you. You're you. And then he looks over at Violet. You. Is there a way off of this boat?
Yeah, back that way.
Is there another way off of this boat?
Okay, so the escape pods, are they in the same area that Granger's shuttle is? Or is that in a different
Also,
place?
there's the Yautja ship that's all
That too.
like umbilicaled to our ship.
I've tried flying that. I can't.
Well, you could at least sit in the cargo hold, wait to be a nice passenger.
Does-
We'll
does-
come back eventually.
Does Violet know where Granger's shuttle is?
Yeah, it's in the hangar, which is on the lower deck, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Granger
it's
went
the
there
drop
with
ships.
Gabriel at one point. Yeah, where the drop ships are kept.
The
Okay.
reason I say this is if Gabriel did not have enough time, then the systems aboard the shuttle shouldn't be affected, as everything else seems to have a albino equian over everything. So let's head to the...
I need y'all to like move because I can fix this here. I'm gonna very quickly just transmit them the codes for Granger's, like for the hangar bay door, so they can get into Granger's shuttle. I'm gonna place a hand on.
I like
on,
you.
Violet, what did McKeelson tell you about giving Dr. Jeffries codes?
She's
to
in
this?
panic mode right now. Okay. She's gonna place a hand on Iris's shoulder and she's gonna lean in. She's gonna say, "You're a Nexus 7 replicator. We're the same. We have 2 more sisters. I'm gonna find them. Go." And then she's going, because I'm assuming it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Okay.
Really quick before you, in the moment where they entered in, and as you stood up, you noticed that Gabriel has an ankle holster and there's a pistol of unusual make in his ankle holster.
Can I take it?
Violet would probably recognize that pistol.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it. I say all that, and then I'm like, bye. And I go over to the terminal. She comes like bolting out of this maintenance tunnel where they went in, sees everybody there, doesn't even register them, goes to the tunnel or the terminal, and I want to make that comm-tech check to stop these escape pods from opening. I want to seal them and like shut them down.
All right, let's do that. Resisted contact. Now you got a stunt. That's going to give you a +1.
+1. Okay. And I would like to use another story point as well.
Okay. We're still going to resist it. Actually, since Gabriel himself, well, no, we're gonna Gabriel's we just got his virus is going to fight you.
Okay. +1. Shit. Okay, so that's 3 because I used the story point.
It didn't roll everything.
Oh yeah. It only rolled my stress. Why didn't it roll any of my comm-tech?
What's your comm-tech at?
10.
Yeah, try. Comm-tech. There
There
it
we go.
is.
Okay, a lot.
Nice. Okay. This was the part he got to spend a lot of time on. You have to pick one. You can't shut them both down at the same time. You're going to have to do one and then the other.
Can I tell which is the bigger threat?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna shut down the middle one. Yeah.
Your visor is showing you thousands of lines of code, all possibilities for what you could enter to use to fight against this White Horse subroutine. And
Right.
you see the word triptych protocol over and over and over. And what you are stunting is not the opening or closing of an escape pod door, but you are stalling and attempting to cancel the uncancelable triptych protocol.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Can I do that by just flavor wise, I don't know, by creating my own virus?
Yeah, I suppose you could. I think you would have to attempt that next round.
Okay, because like that's how you fight. That's how you like vaccines. You put a small amount of a virus in to fight a virus, right? So I want to do that, and instead of a white horse, I want a violet, like a little violet flower, because Gabriel.
Well, it's the orchid too, isn't it? It's purple.
Yeah. We'll do the purple orchid. That's my turn.
It's great. Which one did you now you
Shut the
the middle one. I don't want the middle one to open because I want to give, because then the vapors or whatever are further away.
Okay.
Maybe that'll give a little bit more time. Yeah.
You do not close it. You only keep it from opening. That's the round. There is a shutter, and the lights above the escape pod door, the far escape pod door, turn green, and the door begins to open. A plume of white vapor, it's heavy, hits the floor and rolls into the room. For a moment, it's quiet. For a moment. Out steps a purple, black xenomorph. It turns its head to look at the group of you and screams. Said, it screams. It's supposed to scream.
It did scream.
Did it scream? I can't hear anything.
Well, yeah,
All
we
right.
heard it.
Oh, good. So, here we go. Can't I hear it? All right. So it turns. It gets an initiative.
It does.
You notice as it steps out that it has an 007 printed on its forehead, on its dome. Across the front, right there, are 3 digits. 007.
Oh no, it's Agent 007! We're fucked! What are we gonna do?
Bond, alien Bond.
All right, hold on here. Here we go. We got to find out.
Surprise!
All right, got a 9. Is it in the order?
I'll move it up.
It is. Okay, good. All right, I didn't know if it. I know I had to click on it. Okay.
Where in the huge swath of 9s do we put it? There's 4 people, other people with 9s. We just slap it in the middle, make it. At the bottom?
It goes at the bottom of the 9s. It goes
Cool.
last from the 9s.
There we go. That sounds great to me. Oh.
008 got a 6.
Yep.
And 009 got a 9. In the middle door, one long black claw slips about 4 inches in between the seam and is sliding down the seam in between the doors. Blaze.
All right, seeing that creature coming out, Blaze yells out, "God damn it!" And he charges forward to get in front of the other guys with his smart gun to clear the line of fire. And as he runs by them, charging towards that thing, he'll scream at the top of his lungs, "God, Eston, Kennedy, watch the other fucking door!" And then he'll level the smart gun at the one in front there with his eyepiece down and just waste the sucker. I mean, full burst.
You get a +3 because I.
Because you told him to do it.
Yeah, you told me to do it. Waste it.
I told him to do that.
Yeah, range combat.
That was my idea.
Let's rock.
Let's rock. All right. So bam, bam, bam. 3 successes on that guy. Just doing a burst. He's not doing a full auto rock and roll, but he's bursting.
Yeah.
Which means you hit.
And there are piercing rounds.
Oh yeah, so he takes half armor, or he uses half armor.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Because we've learned things over our long period
I
of
just
time.
realized something. I probably should have clicked the smart gun to attack, not the range combat. Sorry about that.
Yeah, because you also get bonuses for
do
your
it,
gun.
Do it again. Do it again.
Sorry. There we go. All right.
You do
That one only says 1 success, but it gives me 3 and 3. So.
But yeah, it gives you the bonus and damage. So yeah, because look how many more dice it rolled.
Yeah. But that's okay. I'm learning too. So
yeah. But
all right, he bursts into that big bad bitch of an alien that came out of the first door after screaming at the other guys to cover the other door.
Yeah. So it's 6 damage technically with your first roll.
Correct. 6 damage.
Really?
Or 5 damage because it's +1 after, so 5.
Yeah.
If depending on its armor check, which is halved. So unless you wanted to do a different stunt, but I think
I'm looking. I was reading the stunts right now. I was like, no, I'll just do the inflict damage. I can choose to inflict 1 more point of damage, so I'll just bump as a stunt the extra damage if that makes sense. So just 1 more point of damage on top of my base.
So 5.
Well, I get 3 damage plus the bonus 3.
It's +5.
Plus,
because
oh,
you have
plus
to have
5,
you have to have 1 for success. It's everyone past the success.
Okay, correct. Okay. So if we're just
it's
counting my
5,
smart gun,
and then he rolled 1 armor, so it's 4.
Okay, so it's 4. Okay, yes. Okay. I missed the armor roll.
Cool.
There it is. Okay.
Shoot the hell out of it and nail it. And it screams, and white blood splatters the escape pod doors behind it. It does not drop. McKeelson. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, does it make that really cool, like alien, like scream that it makes and the hissing thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Hell
think
yeah.
it's time for my ouchie, as it's written on my sheet, my ouchie spinny blade thingy. Which is my Yautja spinning weapon blade thing that I still don't know what the technical name is, but that's what McKeelson has it written down as. So, let's give that a yeet, shall we? Oh, and I'd like to fast action. Aim. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh wait, nope, not ranged cat. This thing, attack. Boom. Oh, that's 1 success and 2 stress. That's not ideal. Ow, that's bad. I'm getting real close to a bad thing.
But you hit him.
Yeah, I do hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
It's 4 damage.
4 damage.
Because I didn't get any bonus.
It slices clean through its head. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. I have to roll a d6. Hold on, I have to roll a d6.
Oh shit, he filled his armor.
It hits him right in the head.
Okay.
I roll a d6. And I consult a table.
Cool. I'm gonna make my panic roll while you do.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling I need to roll it. 9 minus 2 is 7. Nervous twitch. Oh, my stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of me increases by 1. Sorry guys, I've got a nervous twitch. Oh, that's really stressful.
It is torn apart. The disc blade goes straight through its head, slicing it like a block of cheese. And as it buckles, the top of its head slides off and lands on the floor upside down. And a big pool of white, opaque blood fills the floor.
Like a decapitation boomerang. It just comes back to me and I like twitch a little nervous tick. Like, wasn't expecting that to actually work.
Brewer.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
what are you doing up there?
You got this.
Brewer, after getting the air working, he'll go over to one of the computers and he'll find a like half-finished candy bar just on the desk, and he just opens it up. Then he'll like look through the computer screen, and he'll open up his comms. Violet.
Yes?
The air shouldn't kill us, but with these computers, we could have a breach and not even know it.
Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now. I'm doing my best.
Is that gunfire?
Yeah, we've got a lot of bad things happening in the escape pods.
You're in the background. Let's rock!
Tons of gunfire in the back. Like,
I'll be there in a moment.
okay. I'm just fiercely typing away.
I put down the candy bar and head back towards cargo.
I love it. That counts against the time it's going to take to fix this thing. All right, you're in there doing it. All right. The Yautja
Fuck him up. Go, buddy, go.
decloaks and moves forward to square up, stands over the corpse, and looks in to the into the escape pod and fires a weapon on its shoulder.
Is that the rocket launcher that took out Granger's ship? Dropship?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. That doesn't fuck up an alien, I don't know.
Little concerning.
Nice. It's 3 plus 2 is 5.
Huh?
This is 008. Stand by. Nice. You hear a horrible scream from the inside of that escape pod. Whatever it did, something in there's not happy about it. Granger.
All right. Granger's going to move right in behind his friend because so far that's worked for him. And since he's so large and firing, he's going to take a knee with this crappy little 9mm he's got and take shots from between the guy's legs at the thing, using as much cover as possible. So according to the stats, it's 1 less damage than my PKD and not armor piercing. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll that. I'm going to take fast action to aim. That'll give me a +2. And then I will make an attack.
Okay, well, you can't. Let's hold on just a second here.
Yeah.
Because the other targets, whatever the ghost fired at, have not emerged from the escape pod.
Right, but they were looking. Okay, is there not another thing in the escape pod?
You're
Because
gonna
I moved up behind him and I'm looking
Yeah.
into the escape. All right,
All right,
I
I'm
just
moving.
can't see his token. So
All right, here we go. I'm moving you over. You stand next to Peril. You look into the escape pod. You see 2 of them.
All right, I look at the injured one and I'll shoot at that.
Okay.
Okay, and so that's a +2 for aiming as my fast action.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Goddamn.
Well, that's 5 successes. So I'm putting all that into damage. And 2 panic rolls, so I've got a nice +10 panic already, so this ought to go wonderful.
Oh,
Only roll
no.
panic once. Roll panic 1 time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just have so many issues after this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Season 2 begins. We're all in a mental ward.
That's 10. That's a 10.
10.
All right.
Freeze.
Oh, you
You're
freeze.
frozen by fear or stress for 1 round, losing your next point of action. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increases.
Okay. Well,
So,
I
Mr. Yaucha, Chad is a little more stressed. Or was this Brian?
I think that's Brian.
Okay.
Brian.
I think it's Brian. So, I'm sitting there looking at this thing and just thinking that I might have been turned into one just a few, just minutes before, because if I've been left alone, so it kind of like it seizes him up. He's very concerned and kind of thinking that he's been in this job way too freaking long.
1 to 3, it tries. Okay. We put a bullet right through its chest, and a big spurt of white goo falls out of it. It buckles and then takes a half step forward and screams at you. Heston gets to go now.
Come on, Heston.
And he steps in front of the predator.
Yeah, they have a rapport. You know, he spent a lot of time on their ship.
I think he walks right into the doorway and just fills this thing with fire.
Which, we do have flamethrower stats somewhere.
We do, and I think they negate xenomorph armor.
Need to look it up in gear.
Blaze has one, I think. Or Brewer has one, rather.
That's sad.
Flamethrowers aren't in his weapons. Let's look up a flamethrower really quick.
Incinerator unit, bonus nothing damage to range medium.
Cool. So.
All right. Okay. Are they armor piercing? He fills it with fire. You don't hear anything scream. Jeffries. You're in the hallway with Dr. Vanessa Iris. You're hearing a lot of activity on the other side of that door.
Hey, Travis, it says anything hit by that flame unit catches fire, by the way.
Far out. He didn't hit.
Okay, just checking. I didn't know if it did. So, okay. Cool. I was reading.
I'm glad to hear. Yes,
carry on.
I'm glad to hear that. I appreciate that very much. It seems to me like, you know, if they're gonna have to walk through it, but we'll see what happens. Go ahead, Jeffries.
With Iris's permission, we got a ship to catch.
Oh yeah.
And catch it we shall. I usually don't skip, but this is a time that I may.
All right. Where do you go? Which direction? Let's move your tokens.
Because they don't know the layout of the ship. Also, there's that.
I have the breakdown of everything that I was given by my super friend, Violet. So I will move out this door.
Okay. There's a ladder to the north of you that looks like the closest one. Oh wait, no, there's one right there. Next to it's right there. And it takes you down. It takes you down to
Paradise City.
Paradise City. No, you're down in maintenance on the far east side of the lower deck. Okay. And you could move across into this zone here, south of the firing range.
Let me zoom out. I don't know where the hell I am because we have a million places. Okay.
Yeah, right south there. This sort of anteroom here.
Gotcha. So yeah, we're right here in the firing range. Okay, cool.
So, and I really love this visual of Dr. Vanessa Iris covered in white gore and Dr. Jeffries running through the emergency lighting of the USS Remington down darkened steel corridors. It's a marvelous tracking shot. And it's not as expensive as all these other shots that we're having because it's just people running through the set. So, we can afford that. All right. We haven't blown our budget. All right.
I do what I can, bud.
It's good. I appreciate it. You're a budget conscious player, and I appreciate that. All right.
Art Design is sending me a fruit basket.
Now we get to the good stuff. Okay, wait. Oh, wait. You killed 07.
We did. Goodbye, Agent 007.
All right.
So long.
09 runs straight ahead, leaps past Heston.
Oh, good.
That's terrifying.
And
he is holding a bunch of fire, so that makes some sense.
And as its taloned feet slip a bit on the polished metal floor of the escape pod bay, he rushes the ghost.
Okay. Come on, ghost. Come on, Brian.
Let's roll a d6.
Be prepared to join your friends.
What do we get? Oh, we got a 6. Oh shit. It opens its outer jaws wide, and the deadly inner jaws lean out, gnashing in anticipation before snapping forward. I have to roll 9 base dice.
And I would like to think that Brian has really good armor.
He does.
Because he's also kind of invisible.
He has a helmet on.
That too.
Sort of sounds like this thing is biting its own teeth.
Hey now. I'd like to thank Alan Watts for that expression. Just anybody out there who's interested in pursuing some Eastern spirituality, Alan Watts. So head bite, attack strength 9 base dice, damage 2. Oh, come on. So that's 3.
Come on, Brian.
If it causes any damage, it automatically inflicts critical injury 64, killing the victim in one dreadful blow.
What?
However, okay, now that's for a human.
That's
not
true.
A masked, armored, 8-foot tall Yautja. And we're going to say that bite is so powerful it's armor piercing.
Okay. Come on.
Wow.
Did you roll the alien's armor? Or did you roll the Yautja's armor?
No, I rolled the.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled an armor of 8. Okay,
Oh.
thank you, Lindy. No, I did not. Thank you, Lindy. No, I did not. Looking out for the predator.
He seems to
learn
be
how
our
to play
friend
this
right
game.
now, is what I'm saying. I gotta look out for Brian.
He has an armor of 8. He has an identical armor score.
Okay.
I don't know what else would have happened.
I was just curious. I wanted to make sure that Brian was taken care of.
Brian
That's
turns
all.
around. Thanks a lot, Lindy.
All I'm gonna say,
But he says it in platypus, because that's what they speak.
this thing, man, we need some dramatic. I don't have any dramatic music, but let's for a moment, stand by. The clicking stops as this thing bypasses Watson, grabs the ghost by the head. Its inner jaw extends, punctures straight through its armored skull, and as red gore flies out of the predator's face, it drops like an 8-foot, half-ton sack of potatoes straight to the floor. And the beast screams and turns to you, Granger. Oh, that kills me. He's my favorite.
Well,
My favorite one.
don't know if he's dead, because
that was-
it's not a human.
Yeah, that's true. We don't really know anything, do we, Lindy? All right, here we go.
I'm gonna give him the blue juice.
Let's just keep playing.
We'll see.
See how it goes.
Maybe. I don't know.
Whose turn is it? That was fucking sweet. Kennedy. Dear sweet Kennedy. Kennedy is going to aim and fire her
Yeah.
plasma rifle at 009.
Yeah.
Lindy, would you like to do the honors?
I would. I do have her sheet up because she is my radioactive girlfriend. So yeah, she's going to aim, which gives her +2. So, yeah. Oh, That's my girl. She's a little stressed out. But that's my girl. Radiation and armor piercing. 7 damage.
Damage.
This moment.
Radiation and armor piercing. So 7. All right, deal with her stress while I roll armor.
I will deal with her stress. My girl. Don't do me like that. You got it. You got this. Kennedy.
Oh my god.
Kennedy, panic.
I have to roll a d6. Okay.
She freezes. She's the next round. And then the radiation gets to her a little bit, and she freezes.
Okay. She puts this fires a green plasma slug that flashes across the room, and it knocks this thing nearly off its feet. And I have to pull up its character sheet. And then it turns to its left and screams.
Don't like that.
I gotta pull up its character sheet. Okay, who's next? 009. Wait, no. 008 is next, which is still in the bay. It moves across, leaps over Heston, and stands above a frozen Granger. That's so good. Let's consult the table. The xenomorph, eyeless as it may seem, stares deeply into your soul. You are mesmerized by the dread beauty. You stand in nature of God or the devil or whatever created this thing. You take one stress and roll panic.
Who specifically?
Well, I can't take a stress because I am at max stress at this current time. And I'm actually just kind of panicking already and just standing there. So let's see how bad it gets.
Oh!
That's a 14.
Okay. That's
Get a
much
permanent
better.
trauma.
Well, you go psychotic.
Cool. What does that mean?
You immediately attack the nearest person or creature, friendly or not. You won't stop until you or the target's broken. And this thing's staring at you. Those are the nearest targets. The aliens.
Wonderful.
You want to attack? Yeah, you get an attack. Do you want to do it with your sword or with your pistol?
I've got the pistol in my hand, so yeah. I'm just going to. I'm not aiming, so just a straight attack. Oh look, another panic.
Okay, just take a stress. Don't roll panic because you don't roll it twice after a result.
Okay, so that's 4 for a damage, for 1 damage plus the 3 stunts. Actually, you know what? I want to use. I'm going to put 2 damage, and then I'm going to use the combat stunt. Your opponent falls to the ground or is knocked back through an airlock, for example. I'm going to surprise it because it just landed and screamed. I'm going to surprise it and knock it right back in. I hit it just perfectly because it's off balance and it falls back into the airlock. Because I'm freaked out.
Stand by. Interesting. It lands on its back, mortally wounded, and contorts wildly like a panicked snake, slithering and slapping the floor with its limbs and its tail. Very nice. You gotta love when one rolls 6 and drops the predator, and then it rolls a 1 and mesmerizes the Blade Runner. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love this game. All right, here we go. Okay, wait. Oh, right. You acted because he went. Iris, it's your turn.
So this entire time I've been going with Dr. Jeffries, but I think at this point I'm going to pull on his arm. But where are we actually going? What do we have?
We have everything. Our knowledge, our research.
I know nothing. Have you not? I have a sister. I'm not human. What do we actually have?
We're not going to find any of that here. Violet said that there were 2 others.
Well, do we at least have contact with her when we leave? Do you have anything? I have nothing. I literally had been in a medical robe prior to this.
It's funny that you should say that, because he does. He has the code for her visor that whenever they were talking to one another.
Should we really leave without her?
Do you think that she would leave?
Considering I've met her maybe a day ago, I have no idea.
Well, I think it's in self-preservation, if you will, that the 2 of you not be in the same place, especially in such a deadly situation.
All right, do you at least know how to fly this thing?
Oh, I'm sure you do.
I don't think I've ever flown anything, right, Mom? In my memory, I've never flown.
You remember? Do you have any piloting skill whatsoever? Probably not. You're as far.
I have one.
You do have one? Yeah. You've
do.
got a little piloting training. Yeah, absolutely.
It's been a while. I can give it a shot. I don't know if it's gonna work.
We just need to get away from the ship. We don't have to go anywhere. In case they need us, we can come back and pick them up.
And just kind of motions onward. And we'll continue following Dr. Jeffries.
Tally-ho.
Excellent. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. How have we gone 12 shows and not made that joke? What would you like to do with your turn?
I'm going to continue to infect this virus with another virus and try and keep this middle door from opening.
That'd be real bad right now.
Now, my last contact roll, where is it?
Yeah, you did have a bunch of
lot.
stunts.
So do I get that plus
You had like
one?
2 over. Yeah, you had 2 over.
Yes. What's the question?
So the Comtech roll I rolled last round.
Yes.
I had 2 stunts.
Yes.
Can I apply them to this?
Yes, I remember you getting a +1 to the next.
That was before. That was the roll.
That was before that.
On the last contested one, the virus rolled a 2 and she rolled a 4.
I suppose it depends on the stunt. What are you trying to do?
What are my stunts again? I can use it to have an advantage on the next time I try to do the same thing.
Yes.
Yes.
You
can also do things in half the time, and you get there's all sorts of really cool context.
Yeah, I think I just want to do the.
There's also one where you don't have to make a roll to achieve the same effect.
Can I do that?
In the exact same situation.
Because I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just trying to keep this shit from opening.
So you could use that and then make like a roll to see how much more progress you could make. How much further you could get.
To boost my virus.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would like to do that. I would like to use the stunt where I don't have to make a roll. I automatically succeed on doing the same thing. and then use my action to boost my virus to try and overwrite Gabriel's.
Okay. Cool.
It is just straight contact.
So a straight contact, and he doesn't get to fight it.
Okay.
You've got his number.
2 successes.
2. What's the stunt?
What do you mean?
I guess that you just did it, right? We don't get
Yeah.
to go on doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. A glyph of purple orchids begins to fill the screen and appear more and more rapidly. What do you want to do?
I want my virus to start eradicating his.
Okay. It begins to do that, and you see purple orchids replacing all the small white horses in the coating of the computer systems and subroutines on the USS Remington.
Cool.
And you're going system by system. It's going security, atmosphere, to communications, navigation.
Once you purge it, we can fix it.
Yep.
You're basically going to set it. It's going to try and set it
Reset.
back to 0.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet. All of a sudden, McKeelson.
Yep.
Actually, McKeelson and Violet, where you're standing.
Oh, Chad.
Suddenly, something decloaks standing next to you that you didn't even know was there.
I think Violet still doesn't even notice. She is so into this coding that it doesn't register.
It has a mask made of the skull of a xenomorph.
Just point. Not good.
That's so Chad.
And in the goo.
That is
His
so
name is the Serpent Hunter. Okay, not
Chad the Serpent Hunter.
Okay, I'm overriding that one.
And Brian the Ghost. Look.
Or Brian the Ghost.
You gave Greg too much power. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I did that months and months ago. All right, Blaze, it's your turn.
If I can get the mute button. All right. So since there's some baddie aliens still up and about, I'm getting all the flashbacks in my head from the aliens and movies of, oh, you want some of this? Oh, you too. He's just gonna, fire into the first alien that he can shoot at, which would probably be this guy. I don't know his number. So, he's gonna shoot him with the smart
That's
gun.
number 8.
Number whatever. 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Light up 8.
Bam. And do I still get your bonus, or was that a one-time use?
No, that was a one-time thing. I didn't command you last round. I chopped off an alien's head.
Well, bam. Oh, crap.
Ooh.
1 success, 1 panic.
You can push it if you want to get more stress.
Oh, I could do that. Okay. So push. I'm going to push it. So I just roll again, correct?
You just roll it
to make
again.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to get worse, I'm sure. 2 successes.
3 successes total.
Okay, 3. Yeah. Okay. And then I get a stress.
Yep.
And then do I have to roll for panic then?
Yeah.
Okay, where's that panic button? I should have been looking for the panic button. Help me out, guys. Where
Up
is
top.
it? Up top, that's right. Aha!
I love
A
the
10!
Oh,
Oh no.
you freeze.
I'm getting to my chart.
Frozen next round.
I'm frozen next round. No!
Yeah. But
Frozen for stress, losing your
like
slow
5
action.
damage. Depending
Okay.
on armor.
Well, yeah. I'll take
it's
it for the
armor
damage
piercing.
then.
Ah,
Man.
take that 5 damage, you alien you.
Yeah, eat
You
it,
just
Galen.
grease it. You just grease it. It's
Cool.
This is the one that was already badly damaged. It's not the one that is laying on the floor, whipping and flapping around.
Oh, that's fine. I aim for the standing one. Just waste it.
You just waste it. I think I still have to roll a d6, so it's not yet wasted. Stand by.
Seeing all the explosive rounds hitting it and popping, all the blood splattering everywhere. I love it.
Just paint. This room is gonna be painted white by the time we're done here.
Yeah.
Granger is literally already covered because he's
Yeah.
sitting right
yeah,
there.
he's
Just a
right
splatter.
there. You're gonna be so caked in white blood. It's great.
It's
Hey,
like
Yeah,
front
we
row
already
at a
painted the
Gallagher
ship
concert.
company. It's white now.
You fill it. Okay, I'm going to take that back really quick. You fill it through full of holes, and white blood goes everywhere. It does not stop moving.
That's why I panic. Stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
why
won't
would I
this
go
thing
down?
die? I love that. I love that. All right, McKeelson.
The Keelson, I believe, is frozen from last round. I'm chopping off its head, so I can stand here. I can, let's see. I don't get a point of action. So,
Oh, so you're frozen.
I'm frozen. I think maybe I can move, but I think I'm good here. I think I'm just gonna
You
be
have a
frozen.
fast action. You just
I
don't
have
have
a
a
fast
slow
action. Okay. I'm gonna push the Oucha. No, I'm not gonna push the Oucha. I like my hands. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. I'm gonna aim for next round, maybe.
Okay.
Uh,
Brewer.
Fast actions to use my stress reducing item.
I'm gonna make my way
No,
to engineering.
I'm gonna hold my flask and take a sip to reduce some stress. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm gonna do. Whew.
Yes, I'm making my way to engineering as fast as possible. I'll take out my grenade launcher and just slip in a grenade. Thump.
Okay. So you can make it. Let's see where you are here. You're way up here. So yeah, you can make it all the way to that maintenance hallway. And when you make it in there, you see the corpse of Gabriel with a removed head laying on the floor.
I'll just kick the head for a second.
Very nice.
Then I'll keep moving.
Okay, and you make it. The doors open, and you see the bedlam here in front of the escape pods. There's a Granger's back is to you, and he is standing still. And in front of him is only death.
Holy shit!
Granger, are you frozen this round?
I am unable to take a slow action, but I can take a fast action, which I believe is called retreat.
It's valid. That's
GTFO is what I'd like to do, and I'm not sure which direction I'm going. Actually, I heard Brewer behind me. I'm going behind him.
Good call.
Brewer's gonna call you a ghost. You're gonna have so much white blood on you.
the ghost of Granger just walked past me.
Granger just turns around and he's pure white, just covered in white. And
Ripped
just
and then
goes
goopy
right on
coming off
past
you.
Fuck is that?
What the fuck is what? That's kill it.
Heston turns and looks at his feet, at the sprawled, flapping creature, and turns his flamethrower right at it.
We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn.
Yeah, he's like point blank. Yeah, Heston!
Yes, get it.
It's
4,
on fire.
5, 6. This is 009.
6, and it's fire,
beast
which
is on fire.
I don't think it gets armor against fire, maybe?
It gets half,
Okay.
right?
I don't know how they do against fire. I'd imagine not well, especially since they're all plasticky
I
and
think it's
melty.
just considered armor. Or does it? I don't think it bypasses.
I don't know.
I'm giving it half.
I found a thing for flame. I was trying to get back
Well,
to
it
it.
doesn't matter because it got nothing on its armor room.
It gets no armor against this fire. And it's on fire now.
What did I roll? What was that? What was that? What was the
1.
D6? What? Oh. Okay.
If you want, I found a fire mechanic. It says a typical fire has an intensity of 8. The flamethrower is giving an intensity of 9. When exposed to fire, roll a number of base dice equal to the intensity. For every success rolled, you suffer 1 extra point of damage. Armor can protect you.
Okay.
Okay.
But he rolled no armor.
It wouldn't have. Yeah. Okay, that's really cool, and is probably more important. A, if a xenomorph has extra health, and B, if it was a human person you were unloading a flamethrower. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if they have fire resistances though. I'm reading what's there. It's up to you.
It goes limp and stops moving.
Does it smell like that, like burnt hot dog chicken smell or whatever?
No, it smells like a mechanical fire.
Ooh.
It smells like burnt copper and cables and inorganic material.
Okay, on Blaze's next turn, because he's going to be frozen, he's just going to be puking his guts out from the smell.
I love it. It lays limp. Heston turns to you and smiles. And as he takes a breath to laugh, what was it?
1 again.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
How disappointing.
Oh, disappointing.
As Heston takes a breath to laugh, the flaming beast rises to its feet behind him, and he turns and makes eye contact with it and freezes. Kennedy is frozen and cannot act this round.
For all of it.
The 008 gets to go. And rushes Blaze.
Who?
I mean, I'm frozen. You said, yeah.
It does a thing where it pivots on one foot and spins low with its tail. Its tail lashes out flat and knocks you clean off your feet. Your smart gun, still attached to the arm, the stabilizing arm, swings out. And you are laid flat on the floor. Your smart gun still attached to your body, but laying flat also. It turns and stands over you.
Oh.
I'm dead. That's it. I'm dead.
You get 1 stress and must make an immediate panic roll.
Okay, stand by. I was just pulling up the book. Okay, 1 stress. Make a panic. Panic, 11.
Seek cover. You must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. You're allowed to make a retreat roll if you have an enemy at engaged range. Your stress level.
I'd say this is engaged.
What you do?
Yeah, after 1 round you can act normally.
But the stress level of all friendly player characters in short range increases by 1.
Okay, so that's everybody. That's Kennedy.
Okay, so it says your next action. That means when it comes back to me?
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
got it. Okay, I will try and flee.
Yep, got it. Oof.
All right. The hunter clears the room.
Get
and
him.
Stands behind Blaze.
Come on. Oh, well, over Blaze.
Over Blaze's splayed form.
Here comes the white milky bits raining down on top of Blaze now.
It's rain and milk. Hallelujah.
No. Blaze screams.
Out of its left arm gauntlet, an 18-inch serrated super blade.
It's 4 more inches than Brian.
You're keeping track of their length, Lindy?
Yeah,
What's going on here?
Brian was 14
it's
inches.
the girth that's really what does the damage.
18 inches versus 14 inches is all I'm saying.
Classic Chad.
Right? Chad would
The
have 4 inches
Serpent
on
Hunter.
Brian.
So 4. Okay, wait. I
Then
gotta
roll
remember
dice.
I gotta remember what the hell I'm doing here. Hang on. Still drops it. Stand by. Stand by. Man, it takes a big fat swipe and gashes its dome, and a horizontal spray of white blood splats the floor and all over Blaze. But this thing does not drop. This thing is full of holes, has a slash in its forehead, and has not dropped. Iris.
How close are we to this ship?
So by now, if you're still moving, where the hell are you going? I don't even look at this giant map. Hold on, let me look at this Byzantine structure that is this map. You've now both made it into the the dropship hangar. Now, the dropship that you took back to the Remington is sitting there, as well as Granger's shuttle, which is to the let's say kind of to the south here in this kind of quadrant here to your left here.
Well, one of them's planetary, and one of them's like interstellar, I guess, right? The shuttle can. Yeah, the one that doesn't require oxygen would be the of the greatest benefit right now, I think. So we will borrow Granger's shuttle.
Borrow is a really giving word.
Yeah. We will give it back.
Yeah, so I'll head to that one, and using what little piloting skills I have, try to get it up and running.
Okay. You approach it. It's locked, and there's a panel on the side.
Philip, do you know? There must be a code.
Yeah, and I was going to say I'd throw as many story points into that as would be allowed.
Okay.
And I do have a stunt where I can just break through on one thing Comtech related. I succeed, but that's just another success. So I'll throw as many of everything I have and push all my chips into the middle.
Okay. All right. You managed to breach the company. This is a company shuttle that's given to sort of execs and special investigators, people who go back and forth. Short range galactic travel, but so you gain access to it.
All right, you make it inside?
You make it
All
in.
right. So looking around this company, I will look back at Dr. Jeffries. Well, I think we've earned this company ship at the very least after all of this. And I'm going to start trying to start it up. I'll use same thing, borrowing the phrase, all chips in the middle to try to get this going.
You walk, you turn and head into the cockpit as such, and there is heavy damage. There are multiple small arms rounds unloaded into the console. And you make that face. We cut. To Violet. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna have to leave, guys. I'm so sorry. I have to cut, and
Okay. We love you.
Yeah,
We're gonna freeze right there. We're gonna freeze Iris and Jeffries right there as they see that the
And we'll
console
pick back up there
discovered
in season 2.
has been sabotaged. I appreciate you, Greg. Thank you so much.
I love you all so much. Thank you so much for having me. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Travis, it's great to see you, my man, and
You too,
live in
brother.
your world for a little bit more. Love you all very, very
fun.
much. See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Violet.
Do I need to make another contact roll for my virus to keep going?
No.
Okay. Then I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna use my fast action to aim and my long action to shoot the one that's over Blaze.
Okay.
Is that just I don't have I have a service pistol and I have that weird one that I picked up from
You're shooting it with Granger's PKD.
Yeah.
All right.
I just don't have it on my sheet.
+2 to, it's like a regular pit. It's +2 to hit, +2 damage, armor piercing.
Okay. I don't have any weapon on my sheet. So what do I roll? That's what I'm saying.
Ranged.
Just range.
Just put it. Just add it to the sheet real quick. So 2, 2,
You can, yeah, I can help you with that.
and then you'll click ranged attack.
I don't think I know how to add a weapon.
Okay. We'll get you there.
Oh, here we go. So it's 2, 2, and medium?
Yes.
Okay. And it's ranged combat and attack.
Yes.
And I get a plus.
Mhm.
No, it already does
It
the
adds
bonus.
it with the bonus.
Okay.
Yep. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so 2, and then I get a stress. I'm up to 7 stress, so would you like me to roll?
Yeah. Panic
Yeah. I
at
would.
the panic at the skate pods. The other new band. Oh, you're
When it says how many stress dice do I put?
Oh, you just click the panic button.
Is that panic? Oh, there is a panic button.
Yeah.
8.
8. Tremble. All
Okay.
skills using agility suffer -2 until your panic stops, which is usually the next round.
Okay.
It drops, motionless. Blaze.
You can move again.
Yeah, but I also have the constraints if I gotta flee. So I have to flee, so I will crawl underneath the legs of the pred alien that's standing over top
Didn't
of
that
me.
one just drop though?
What?
Isn't that the one Violet shot at?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it just dropped. So yeah, you can.
I still have to crawl away though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you don't
yeah.
have to make a movement check to to flee.
Oh, okay. Well, I crawl through the legs of the pred alien that was standing over top of me, and get to the other side of him to use him as a shield. And I guess that ends my turn after spitting white alien blood out of his mouth and trying to wipe some of it off of him as he slithered away.
McKeelson.
Yeah, I'm not frozen anymore either. Not doing great, but I'm not doing bad. We still have 1 up, don't we?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna move. I moved here. And I'm gonna throw the spinny blade disc again and hope I don't develop a mental disorder from stress.
Or hit Heston with it. Go ahead.
Or hit Heston with it. You know, I got a straight shot. That's a big head right there. He's top. We'll see. All right. 2 successes.
Nice. 4, 5, 6. You bury the disc in its chest and it falls on its back,
Okay.
screaming. Brewer, I want you to know that it falls on its back and it's motionless for a moment, but its tail is
Yeah,
moving.
we know to double tap. We've been in this game long enough.
He'll just walk up with his pistol and he says, I swear every moment is just a new fucking hell. And it'll just blast him. I want to use a story point.
Oh,
I guess I have to do that before I roll.
I love
Yeah.
that. Okay, great. Right, and it's moving it again for the. Okay, all right. Put a bullet in its head and it lies still, and white, opaque goo pools on the floor.
I'll try to pick up Heston. Are you all right?
Thanks.
I think you could use a medical bed.
I'm gonna go lay down.
Yeah.
And he turns, and it's his turn. No, wait, it's Granger's turn.
yeah.
Granger is going to stay behind Brewer.
Keep
Stay
double
where he was. Brewer's in front of him, and I am going to use my my slow action to use my signature item because I'm pretty freaked out. So I'm sitting here with my antique Zippo, just like flipping it open, closing it, flipping it open, closing it, just like this is not what I signed up for. This is not who I am. This is not just mumbling to himself in the hallway, in that little corridor where Gabriel's body is laying there headless. Yeah, he's just standing there looking at him, going, "Fuck him." All right, this is not what I signed up for. So that's him. He's just standing there, kind of like breathing deep and wondering why he's there. Then it's Heston's turn.
I'm gonna go lie down.
Heston walks over the corpse,
Which is on fire still, because it's never
which
been
is
put
on
out.
which is on fire. He goes past you, Brewer, steps over the one that died a bunch of rounds ago, and steps over to the one that steps past the one that who just dropped this one right here. 008.
The alien or the
Yeah.
predator?
No, the alien.
I dropped that one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Violet did. Good job, Violet. That's our synth.
What did I roll?
3.
Yeah, I don't think it's dead.
Okay.
They're not red on the screen yet. We gotta
All right,
keep
I'm going by the
aiming.
rules here, people. I want them just dead, just as bad as you do. It attempts to flee.
Yeah, no.
It's going to attempt to run this way, and Heston gets a shot at it.
Huh? If it wants to go past this line of firewall we have here, that's
Really?
gonna be a lot of maneuvers.
Really, Heston was moving, and so Heston just sees it lift up. It's really Kennedy that gets a shot at it.
Okay,
So our girl is going to try and
I got her.
Yeah, do it.
Radioactive gun.
hell yeah.
Yeah, go girl. You blast that. Hell fucking yeah.
All right.
That's my
She wipes-
girlfriend. That's
Green
9.
won't flies from her thing. She drops it with one hand holding the barrel and goes, shh. So that's how it's done. She slings it,
Armor piercing and radiation.
lights another cigarette. As everyone takes a breath after all of this insanity and all of this violence and all of this chaos, the Serpent Hunter clears the room, walks over to the ghost, takes one knee, and puts a hand over the chest of his fallen comrade.
Oh, he is dead. Mildred.
And as everyone stands around watching brothers in war spend their last moments with each other, that is where we will end things tonight.
But like, are these dead?
They're dead. They're all dead.
They're not red yet, so I had to ask. I'm like,
All right,
we're
I'll
not
make
taking breaths
That's
until they're just white splatter on the floor, if that's
But
the
we
case.
know-
It is so when
we
you
know
play
there's at least one more in the middle escape pod. At least.
Yeah, 3
Oh,
more.
yeah.
There's been 3 per.
Yeah, and y'all aren't
Yeah.
even looking, but there's still a claw
Yeah.
sticking
Violet's
out
paying attention.
right in the middle, and Violet looks across the room.
I
and
don't think
sees
we're done
a single
breathing yet.
claw.
I think we're just like,
And that's the game, folks. Listen, I want to thank you guys so much for playing this. This was incredible. This was so much fun. This was the boss fight I've been wanting for 4 months. Greg and Paige, you guys are just amazing and rocked it. And I just love how Brewer is doing his own thing. And I just love the Marines who were like protecting the story. I was driving around the last couple of days being like, am I giving the Marines enough to do it? Are they checking it? It's like the Marines protect the storyline. You're not going to have a storyline if you don't have some firepower to knock these fuckers out. And I just love how Granger handled the beginning of it, all of his choices. And I just love every one of these characters. And, we'll see you guys in February for season 2 of Alien Shoulder of Orion. And I just want to let everybody know, watching live right now, and especially also on YouTube, if you're watching this later on YouTube, bite your own teeth in the comments and season 2 in those comments. And it's just a joyous thing. Thank you so much, Lindy, for the opportunity to play this game.
thank you. We're gonna go around. We're gonna say who we are, where we can find you on the internet, and what your favorite moment from tonight's game was. We're also, because it's the season finale, if you just have like a top moment from the game thus far, just in general, because that's what we do. We can talk about whatever we want because we do what we want here. So we're gonna start off with the alien face, Travis. Travis, we're just gonna go in reverse order. How was that for you? Yeah, tell us who you are, where we can find you, what do you do, favorite moment from tonight, and favorite moment from the campaign so far, if you have one, or just a highlight reel. You can give us a highlight reel. It's fine. We got time.
When I went back and tried to piece together all the shit that's happened in this game, it's crazy juggling a dozen characters with 200 years of continuity. And my favorite thing about this is going onto the forums and on the Facebook groups, and people are like, do you feature predators? What do you do in your campaign? A lot of people, and I'm not knocking it, are running like very straightforward alien pressure cooker campaigns. This was all about throwing everything but the kitchen sink and telling the story of keeping the story of Blade Runner 2049, which is so amazing. And are we going to get another Blade Runner movie? Probably never, ever. I'm not done with that story. I'm not done with those characters. I'm not done with this world. I want to play in it. I'm just having a great time. And I don't have a favorite moment other than Captain McKeelson getting the kill shot on a predator that all the other Marines softened up for her, and then being like a decorated predator warrior. I think that might be like, it's so perfect for her character and not how it like anybody planned it. It just, these things fall into place, and it's why we play these games. I'm producer Trav. I've got some cool stuff coming up over the next few months. People I'm playing with, cool shit bubbling up. So keep an eye on what I'm doing if you're so inclined, and definitely more aliens in February. So thank you guys so much.
Fantastic. Thank you for jamming us through this stressful roller coaster of fun and terror. We also have, somebody who was pretty chill this episode. Brewer, D20 coup de grace, how was that for you?
Very good, yes. I am not stressed at all. Just one box. Oh my. I love this game. We have to play it before another 4 months, please.
Yeah, no, February. We're back, baby.
Okay, let's see. I love Iris ripping the head off was good. I liked when Granger was in the death chair. That was good. McKilson saving Heston.
Yeah, Heston.
Yes.
Rip Watson.
Awesome. Always loving Kennedy. Violet fighting the virus with the virus. Love that. Just everything about this freaking game is so awesome. I am so happy to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Just
Amazing.
so many things.
One quick thing, Lindy, before I
Yes, of course.
our
As many interjections
transmission,
as you want.
like we did with Paige, we had a mystery guest here earlier in the
Yes.
show. We had a transmission, if you remember. We met Burkhalter's brother, Maxon Burkhalter, who outranks his brother and is a sergeant major in the USCM. And we're not going to say who played that role, but he's in chat right now, and we won't know who that is until he appears in our game. So thank you so much, my man, and I can't wait to play with you.
Fantastic. So just go look at who's in chat and then, deduce from there. Someone who did a lot of deduction this episode, Violet Nugatosaurus. How was that for you? How are you?
That was I don't know how I am, man. No, that was great. I say it all the time. This is my favorite game I have ever played. Travis is an amazing DM. Aliens and Predators and Blade Runner are like 3 of my top sci-fi movies of all time. Like, I fucking love those series. I'm Nugatosaurus. I play Violet 6, the synthetic human who's learning more about herself and her family. You can find me here and on Twitter, here on Mondays and Tuesdays when we play our D&D games. And then, of course, once a month when we play this. Speaking of the special guest, my favorite part of this episode was the transmission. Anytime Travis brings in anything like that, I love it. I think it just adds an extra level of like immersion that like just, it really gets to me. I freaking love it. My favorite like overall moment of the campaign so far was when we got back onto the ship with Iris and Jeffries, and McKeelson and Violet were like having their, oh, you're the one I trust, no, you're the one I trust kind of thing. That was, I just loved that exchange. It was great, and I am so ready for next month.
Yes, besties, McKeelson and Violet. Who would have thought? But I love it. I love them. They're so good. Speaking of so good, but just, Dr. Iris. Paige, how are you after that?
Oh my gosh, I loved it so much. I love playing with y'all. Y'all are like just fantastic. I mean, I don't have a favorite moment. I have like so many moments. I love the Marines. Like, I know the Marines, like, it's funny that you mentioned it, Travis, because I'm like, the Marines every time I'm like, oh, it's their turn, I can't wait. And I'm so excited. I love Death Chair. Violet is cool as a cucumber. Like, Brewer, like, I don't even know. And then Kilson with her girlfriend is like fantastic. And I love having a character pair like that is like so tied with Greg's character, Dr. Jeffries, because Greg is just fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everyone just magnifique. I loved it. It was so much fun. I could not pick a favorite moment. But,
fantastic. Yeah. And where can we find you?
Oh gosh, you can find me on Twitter at D&D and Paige, and relatively quiet front right now because of work, but I'm hoping to play some more games and stuff soon.
Yay! Awesome.
I just have to say about Greg, like, everything that guy says, I feel like, liar!
Yeah, he can do that to you sometimes.
He just has a voice to him.
Well,
it's very good.
He's got other characters that are just so sincere. You're like, I believe everything he says. But Dr. fucking Jeffries, Dr. Pergola, because McKeelson's still insistent on misnaming him after random spaces in house after he was Dr. Walls. But yeah, Greg, fantastic. Just favorite part in general. Speaking of favorite parts and people, Shiny Pilot, how are you?
Hi, doing good. I'm Shiny Pilot 206 for those online that want to follow me. I'm not very active, I apologize. But anyways, yeah, that was great. It was so good to get back to this. I missed this. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I like Aliens a lot. It's one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, and especially love the Marines, and I'm a big person who likes action sequences in films, and as a result, my favorite part of probably the whole campaign is us doing our thing when we first had some of the xenomorph encounters on the planet at the facility. That first moment of mystery as you enter a facility there, things are not quite right, the suspense and tension is high, the stress is high, and you get into combat with some aliens. that's it. That's the meat and potatoes of what I like for the Aliens movies and series. But I loved in this episode that everybody was starting out with their characters and we were all getting back into the groove, but then the groove hit and everybody was back into character again. I was like, yes. And you can see the transition happen as we're all going through our shenanigans on the ship. So I really like that. So thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you for playing. Blaze is very important in keeping us all alive. I was very worried for him when the alien was standing over him.
Some minor impalement and death is fine.
McKeelson's like, I cannot lose any more of my crew. But speaking of crew, and having a good moment with McKeelson tonight, Granger, deception check. How are you?
Oh man, yeah, this started off with a bang for me this evening after not inhabiting my character for a while and not knowing what was going on, and then
drugged.
Welcome back. You're in death chair. All right, thanks. That's a great way to start the show. Death chair. It's only going up from here. No, it's going down. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm a deception check. I play Hank Granger tonight, and every time we get together for Aliens, which is few and far between for now, hopefully much more often soon. You can also find me here on Monday nights when we start back in less than a week. On the 8th, I believe. Mm-hmm. We'll be doing Mondays in Exandria, Wanderlust, and Wildmount. We'll be returning to our campaign for Monday nights, back to the same characters, different place now, different situation, same storyline moving forward. Should be a lot of fun. Tuesdays, I'm playing, currently not playing Merrick Tenpenny, but we're on Mr. Ravenloft. It's fun. It's hilarious. We're playing, we just had a battle of the bands, and the horny members of the band are now in lots of trouble. So can't wait to see how that happens. Favorite part tonight, I think, was Dr. Vanessa Iris and her ripping off Gabriel's head and her reaction afterwards, not knowing what was going on, not understanding who she is, and just trying to just grab all that together. Love that. Favorite part of the campaign, which I didn't get to have any interaction with tonight, has been Granger and Violet the whole way through our interactions, because it's kind of been a love-hate relationship where he's helping someone. Yeah, helping one day, hurting the next day. You never know where he is with her. And now she gave up his ship and has his gun. Right when he was telling her she needs to escape, he was being nice and said something nice to McKeelson. What's going to happen there? Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Violet. I don't know what might happen.
Catch the ship. I don't know. We'll see. Although the ship has a bunch of holes in the console from a gun.
I'm sure that's just cosmetic.
Violet heard, Granger was missing with Gabriel, so
it's fine. But no, thank you, Travis. This is always a pleasure. I love your world. I love inhabiting it, and thank you for putting it together for everyone.
Absolutely fantastic. And then as for me, oh gosh, favorite moments. I'm gonna do favorite moments before I do spiel everything. From tonight, I love how stressed out Brewer was for so long. The poor guy. And then McKeelson's like, I'm gonna pull out some good drugs. And now he's been like, back to like the chill Brewer that we had in the beginning, but way more just done with everything. It's like, another one of these fucking aliens. Like, just so good. Absolutely love it. I love how Granger and McKeelson for so long were at such odds, and slowly they seem to be like having some sort of a mutual respect for each other. There's still a question mark on that. That's been great. Obviously my radioactive girlfriend, she's a highlight. Heston, glad he's not dead, but he definitely does. We all need to take a lie down after whatever happens next. Yeah, 36 hours to fix the ship and chill the fuck out. And hopefully not die. I'm sure it'll be fine. I have highlights for the campaign. Also the same thing with the Yautja. They're like, oh, here's more predators. They give McKeelson a gift. McKeelson's like, okay, thanks. I don't know why you keep giving me things, but I'll take them, I suppose. Oh gosh, other campaign highlights. When Dr. Iris and Dr. Jeffries were like, oh yes, the rhino. Oh, you should have seen, we went crazy with some things. And we're like, what kind of fucked up people? what have these fucked up people been doing on this planet? Just their nonchalance with their infecting different creatures with the xenomorphs, and then us having to deal with all of the repercussions of that. Absolutely fantastic. And of course, just everybody, just getting to play with everybody, and how excited Travis is about everything. I hadn't even seen an Aliens movie or a Predator movie. I'd seen Blade Runner. I watched Blade Runner. I did homework. But I hadn't seen any of the movies before we played this campaign, and now I've seen one of them. I saw Aliens. It was very stressful. It felt how this campaign feels. So, kudos. Spot on. Love you guys. This is so much fun, and I love all the guests we get to have too. They're absolutely fantastic. It adds so much. I cannot wait to see what happens in season 2. I hope it starts with us hitting the eject button on that middle escape pod. Just like, bye. We still have 2. We don't need 3. It's fine. But I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Till next month. Next month, we continue Mr. Ravenloft. We'll also be starting back up Mondays in Exandria, Wanderlust and Wildmat, which would be super fun, and maybe some other things. I got a lot of work to do. There's projects in the works. Follow Laugh Live Lindy, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. I play and GM a lot of tabletop RPGs, and of course, I'd also like to thank Roll20, because they're our sponsor. They're our virtual tabletop of choice. They're what allowed us to not die tonight, thanks to these rolls and these specific types of aliens having shit armor compared to all the other ones. Just Travis has consistently rolled no armor to 1 armor on all these aliens. This one type of aliens. So I hope that continues throughout. We will do what is necessary. Sacrifice a goat to Eric Vulgaris. I don't know. But thanks, Roll20. Check them out. Roll20.net. There's a link in the chat. Just do it. It's free. It's awesome. It's great. They got amazing character sheets for aliens, which makes keeping track of everything so much easier. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching. In the chat, you guys are wonderful and lovely, and I'm glad to see y'all are as stressed out as I am. That makes me feel better. So, till next month with Season 2, have fun, play games. We'll catch you later.